Okay, we should be live. Yeah, can
We're
everyone?
live?
Yes, yes, we are live. Hello, hello,
Anxiety.
hello
Hello.
world.
I
Yes, here we
Hello,
are.
world.
Episode 1 of Candlekeep Mysteries jammed into a feature-length campaign. I'm sure it will be exciting and full of intrigue and mystery. But yes, either way, fun times will be had. So, yeah, let's get started. Got me, Acheron89 as the DM, and then we'll introduce each other as the players. So if you want to say hi and introduce your character briefly, and then we'll get into the part where the characters are actually traveling to their destination. Who would like to go first? Or shall I pick someone?
sure. My
Yes?
name is Boros, and I will be playing Rolodino Lamans, crossbow expert
Very
of
nice.
gnomish descent.
Thank you. Who would like to go next?
Oh, I'll go. Misguided Misfits. I am playing King Isaac Darrow, the fallen Asimir cowboy sorcerer.
Ooh. Very, very good. Next up we have...
Alright, I'm Thomas. I play Azza of Gwyneth, a monster hunting fighter. And badass. Woo, woo.
Very nice. And then... yeah?
Yeah, I am Swizzle, and I am playing Salam, the Twilight Domain cleric.
Very good. Okay, so yeah, that's everyone introduced, I believe. Yeah? Four players, I can count. Very good. So yeah, these adventurers are on the way to Candlekeep one way or another. They'll all be on the road. They'll be about to meet, or they are already on the road together, depending on how they have been contacted. Either way, they have been contacted by the Keeper of Tomes of Candlekeep in regards to employment, work, that kind of deal. So yeah, we'll head on over to there if everyone's ready to kind of get started in that sense.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Very good. So yeah, you guys are on the road. Are you all together already, or are you going to come across each other in another way?
I'm fine with us being together already.
Yeah,
Cool.
might save a little bit of time and be able to get into it.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you guys are all together on the roads nearing Candlekeep. What are you, do you want to like describe maybe your appearances, or maybe are you talking about anything?
Well, Oz of Gwyneth is a tall male, broad-shouldered, coat of chainmail, two great swords on his back, dark hair, darker eyes, wears a around his neck. There's a necklace that's I guess really a pendant of a it's a steel. What am I trying to say? It's a coil of snakes, like a Gregorian knot.
Oh, so like they're kind of like wrapped around each other, kind of?
Yeah,
Oh no, is
it's like
that the circle one? Or is that
um
different?
no, it's not the circle. It's a ball. It's a knot of snakes.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay. Very cool. Anyone else want? So yeah, who else wants to kind of describe their appearance now? So you're kind of looking around, checking each other out.
Kane will. So Kane stands about, average height, about 5'8". He wears a very big black cowboy hat with lightly dressed. He has like a dark bluish skin with yellow eyes. And you've noticed along the journey that whenever he meets unsavory environments, he'll take like this plague doctor looking mask on and put it on. He's silvered haired, very soft features for someone who lives this kind of life.
So during combat, you don the mask then?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. I'm sure there's an interesting backstory behind that we'll find out in due course. Very good. Yeah, so who would like to kind of describe their appearance next?
Sure. So Roladino, on the shorter end of the spectrum, with his gnomish descent, he wears pretty brightly colored clothing. His leather armor is pretty dark colored, and he wears lots of purples and whites and yellows throughout his clothing, over his armor and his boots, his gloves. He wears a hat, a very wide brimmed hat on top of his bald head, and he's got a Magnum PI mustache.
Ooh.
And more often than not, you will catch him chewing on a cigar that he never seems to light.
Ah. So it's just for the style, like Will Smith.
Possibly.
Very cool. Okay, so that leaves us with Salam.
Salam.
Yes.
Yeah, so Salam is a black tabaxi male, and he is wearing pretty heavy armor. He has chainmail on, a shield on his back, and a warhammer by his side. He has greenish eyes, and he's always kind of fidgeting with this necklace that he wears around his neck.
Excellent. Yeah. So you guys have been together then on the road for X amount of time. You've probably come across certain encounters, and through these you've probably figured out that everyone is quite capable. So maybe if you haven't met each other before, you kind of feel that you're kind of around people of a similar skill level, and whatever job is going to be presented to you, you might feel confident about things. If you hover over someone's token, their name should come up for you. So if you want to see spelling or something like that, you can see that. Very good. Good. Oh, let's get rid of combat. I don't know why there's some combat there. Anyway, yes. Ooh. So yeah, we're gonna get on with that. So you guys, would you like to share why or how you've been contacted regarding this this summons, this job offer? How do you have a connection to Candlekeep already, or a connection to the Keeper of Tomes? And if you wish to keep that hidden, you can do so, or we can just say no metagaming, that kind of thing.
Roladino isn't sure of his connection. He received a letter of summons that didn't really explain much at all, so he's trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay. Anyone else? What kind of summons did you receive?
Salam was sent by his church. One of his superiors in the church told him that he had to go to Candlekeep.
Very good.
And help the Keeper of Tomes.
Yes, a very important task indeed.
Kane heard whispers, and he felt like this would be an intriguing adventure, so he thought he would just mosey on over here.
whispers as in whispers on the wind, in your head? Anything?
Whispers in the wind, just rumors.
Okay, good. So that leaves Azza, I believe.
Yep. Azza has a reputation as a professional and was tracked down in Waterdeep after slaying slimes in a sewer.
Slaying slimes in the sewer. Yep. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Very good. So yeah, it's taken you quite a while to get here, let's say. Regarding the location of Candlekeep, yeah, I believe it is on the coast, the kind of midwestern area of the Sword Coast, I believe. Perhaps some of you have been there before, perhaps not. Anyway, as you approach, you see, standing atop a rocky crag overlooking the Sea of Swords, the massive citadel known as Candlekeep. It has been around for a long time. I'm not sure how much history you guys might know. Perhaps you know a little bit more, but we'll see as we go. But yes, it started off as something quite small, but over time, it became very much a kind of like icon of knowledge, where if you need to find out something, they will definitely have the knowledge that you seek, but gaining entry is perhaps no easy feat. Perhaps you were aware that to gain entrance to Candlekeep, you must provide them with a piece of works, some writing that they either do not have, or perhaps something they have, but you provide them with perhaps a unique edition, a first edition, a rare copy of it. Yes, so that is how you'll gain entrance. Otherwise, it seems very formidable and perhaps impenetrable. So yes, as you kind of approach the double gates of Candlekeep, you see various people around talking to each other. Some of them certainly look to be working for Candlekeep. They're kind of in deep conversations with some, and they're looking over various books, scrolls, tomes. Some people look quite happy. Other people perhaps have been turned away and are storming off in a very big huff. So let's head over to the Candlekeep map, and you guys can approach the gates. Okay, I'll put your guys' tokens on here, so let's put you on. So as you can see by the size of the tokens, this place is incredibly large. So yes, you approach the road and travel along it towards the double gates and see the sights that I just explained to you.
My, what a gargantuan sight to behold. Have any of you fine gentlemen been here before?
No.
A tower full of books. There's no reason to come here.
This one has not come here before.
Oh, so it's a first for all of us. This is going to be delightful.
Delightful, maybe. Everything.
Oh, now don't.
They summon me and still expect a toll for entry.
Oh, well, that's just the way the world works there, darling. Come on now, don't be a sourpuss.
I happen to like this book. He just he pats a leather-bound book, packaged and tied up tight in yarn.
Kane will pretty much waft around a massive scroll. Oh, don't worry, darling. You see, what I have here is the treasure beyond treasures. It is something that nothing will amount to.
Congratulations, you've got yourself a big roll of toilet paper. Good job.
Oh my, you are a snippet one. I like you.
Rollo chews extra hard on his cigar.
This one certainly talks a lot, no?
Agreed.
Oh, well, don't be like that now. Come on. We're here to make friends.
Is that why we were summoned?
That'll be the easiest job I've ever had then.
You've got plenty of friends, is what you're saying.
And you do not?
He'll start counting fingers and just kind of shrug his shoulders.
Don't worry now, darling. I know counting could be a stress. Let us go in, though.
Best thing you've said all day.
Very good.
Kane will knock on the door with like a rhythm. Like boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so I guess you kind of like snuck your way up to the door and kind of knocked, and then as you do this, like just a number of people just suddenly whip their heads around and kind of just suddenly take you in and glare at you. All of the people that do this, predominantly will be these priestly-looking folks in long, flowing purple robes. One of them quickly starts kind of like striding towards you, like his eyebrows going up, 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 up as he raises them as far up as he can. And yes, it's very, very, very soon he is upon you and kind of glaring at you and just like looking at you expectantly.
Well, good day, my good sir. We have been summoned here at your behest, so would you mind letting us into your wonderful abode?
Good day, he says when it is clearly afternoon. Very well. So, you have your works to become a seeker?
Why, of course. Do we look like the type of people to come unprepared?
Maybe. Who knows? Very well. Let me see what you have. And he kind of just holds his hand out. He holds both hands out.
Kane will gently prop his massive scroll into his hands.
And what is this, then?
It is a treasure that has been compiled from all the lands. And he's gonna like flick open the little band that holds it and kind of unroll it in front of him. And you'll see it is 1,001 sex positions, all in details and finely written.
His eyebrows go up even more.
Otto looks over with disgust.
We have such works as this, but I'm sure we are only up to number 500. This will be filed straight away into the restricted section, of course. Very good. We will get our top researchers looking over it and investigating straight away. So he kind of like
what thing?
he kind of like just tucks it into his robes and he looks very flushed. And then his eyebrows begin to kind of settle down slightly. And he says, "Are you alone, or are these other three individuals with you? Perhaps... Are you the leader, since you presented first?"
We just mounted the crossroads, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, no one leads me, not even me.
A fine tenant to live by. So, your works, please.
Alright. I'll take that that leather wrapped tome, and with a knife I'll cut the yarn. And undoing the leather, I reveal a Volo's Guide to Monsters, 2nd edition.
2nd edition. This old chestnut. We have a few of these, but I must say I've never seen it with such a high quality leather cover. Is this cover perhaps custom?
Yes.
Oh.
I travel the roads much. It's a good read.
Yes, I've perused it a few times myself when needed. But yes, this leather binding. Oh, very nice. He kind of like runs his finger along the spine and you can see the hairs on his head kind of stand up and a little shiver goes down his back. Very good. Perhaps I shall research this one personally. And he kind of tucks it into his robes. Next.
Salam will get out from his pack a book that is like covered in like silver thread, and he presents it to the guy and says, "This one is Our Lady of Silver, a religious text given to me by my order."
Ah, religious texts. To be treasured and revered, of course. Very well. I shall accept this and file it away accordingly. Very good. He'll tuck it into his robes and look towards the last of you.
Rolo kind of chokes up a bit and puts his cigar in his pocket and reaches into his pack and pulls out a bundle of like stained and dirty papers. Well, you see, I was traveling and I missed the bit on the invite that I was actually supposed to bring a book, but I lucked out and found this great collection on the side of the road. So here you go. And so he'll hand the papers up, and the first page is titled Girls Gone Feywild, and it is a light erotica novel.
Perhaps a manuscript of sorts.
Yeah, I'm sure all those pages go together. They might not be in order. Not sure. Didn't read it twice.
He kind of rifles through them. Some of them appear to already be stuck together. How curious.
Yeah, the mud will do that.
Perhaps I should send them to the house of the binder first and have them organized and arranged accordingly. But I must say I haven't come across such a title in my experience, so...
Yeah, you're welcome for that.
Indeed I am, good sir. Very well. I suppose I can grant you entrance. But first, what is your purpose upon coming?
I don't know. You hear people sought me out. Do you need a monster slain?
Who sought you out?
The master himself, Shanesi.
Who? Oh, what? The Keeper of Tomes himself? My goodness! You should have said so from the start. I will lead you to him at once, without dilly-dallying.
I didn't realize the library was such an important position.
You have clearly a lot to learn, good sir. Very well. Follow me, and be quick about it. So he turns and strides towards the gate, and they are pushed open with ease by the man leading you, and you stride on into a very large courtyard. So yeah, it'll kind of like lead you through this courtyard. You can look around. There's plenty of scholarly looking folks kind of hustling and bustling about.
I still don't see the map.
At all?
What?
I had to reload. I had to reload and eventually it popped up.
Oh,
yikes.
Okay, maybe try reloading.
I've been able to see it for a while.
I think if I tick this, we'll be able to see everything. Okay, maybe what happens if I do this? Can you just see the whole map? I think so, yeah. Very good. Yeah, we'll just give you a moment to see the map.
Yeah, it's loading back in, I think. I don't know, it's taking forever.
Yeah, that's fine. No rush.
We can keep going while this loads, though.
Yeah, alright, so he kind of takes you through this court, kind of explains how this area is known as the Court of Air. It's the kind of like general area where most people kind of operate.
Oh, it's up. Cool.
Excellent. Yeah, so you kind of like, he kind of says how you can find, do your basic communities here, so we can, I presume you can see the labels of this map, they shouldn't be hidden for you.
Yep.
Yeah, so he kind of points them out. So yeah, you've got the outfitters and clothiers, the house of the binder, where you can kind of get copies of certain works, and there's like a service for like creating spell books and scrolls and whatnot for a price, of course. There's the hearth, the house of rest, so a kind of a tavern, that kind of area. There's the temple, the granary, and then there's the smithy and stables. So it kind of leads you towards a great emerald door, and kind of leads you into a more kind of more secluded, kind of like higher up place. And he kind of leads you into one of the main buildings, and you kind of climb up, and up until you reach kind of like a grand oak door that looks very fancy. And he kind of waits and asks you to wait outside. He kind of knocks, waits a moment, and then enters. And you kind of have a moment to yourselves.
If they brought me here to be learned, they've got another thing coming.
1,000 sex positions, really?
Wasn't it 1001? Was it?
1001.
Yeah.
I tried to forget.
That's a lot.
Well, now listen. One can never be too prepared.
What are the odds that he's even used one?
I don't know. Judging by how he stands and his demeanor, his grouchy face, I could say the closest he's gotten to one is when he came out of one. And Kane will kind of point over to Azza while saying this.
Okay, so the door opens again, and the priestly figure kind of beckons you in and says, the Keeper of Tomes will be with you shortly. Take a seat at the table and just wait a mere moment. So I'll pull you to the scene. So he kind of gestures to the table over here where there is already a person kind of seated at, kind of like fidgeting slightly, kind of trying their best to kind of suppress a massive grin on their face. And then over here you kind of see a very heavily robed fellow poring over a book. He kind of looks up and kind of glances at you over his spectacles, and then kind of gestures towards the table again, and then kind of goes back to what he was reading.
Kane wants to look through this thing here.
Alright, you look through it. You see the sky. Don't look at the sun. You might go blind. I don't know, yeah, you kind of like look out. It's kind of currently pointed towards the sky, probably best operated at night, but if you were to kind of understand how to kind of operate it, you could probably kind of shift it to kind of look out to the sea or out across the lands. Yes, so yeah, it's a very kind of high-powered telescope. There might be more to it. Or there might not. It depends how creative I feel.
Rella will come up behind the keeper and just clear his throat very loudly.
What, behind this fella?
Oh, yeah.
He kind of jumps and kind of turns around and then looks down at you. And says, oh, hello! Who might you be?
Rolo will hold up the invite that he received. This is who I am. Rolo. You summoned me, and you summoned the rest of these fine people.
I did?
Someone did with using your name. Was it not you?
What do you think my name is?
Genesi?
If only. No, I am Chadwick Page Turner.
Oh, what a name.
I have been working here for what feels like an age, and I have finally been invited to talk to the Keeper of Tomes himself, where I'll have my big moment and finally get my just desserts. Oh, it's exciting.
Oh, well, that's a shame. You look more like a Peter to me.
What?
So you're just another schmuck like us waiting for the keeper.
Schmuck! How dare you, little sir?
A learned schmuck.
I am of the page-turner stock, born and
Assume
bred to turn pages and sap up that delicious knowledge.
Rollo
I
will
assume there's
walk
a
away.
little one.
But yeah, oh,
So creepy when you speak about it like that.
oh, all of us here love books, as I'm sure you do as well. I haven't seen you before though. Are you new studies?
You could say that I'm new here.
Oh, why are you here then? It takes years and years of hard work and knowledge to even get an audience with the Keeper of Tomes.
Sometimes the keeper just needs an outside professional.
Not for me, it doesn't.
Surely there's been some misunderstanding or something. I don't know. I'm sure the Keeper will clear things up momentarily. And he kind of just like, kind of expectantly looks over towards the Keeper. And then a kind of silence kind of comes across the room. And you kind of just take in the silence, and then you kind of just hear the kind of blowing of the winds, and then coming over from like the Keeper, you just kind of hear this like heavy kind of breathing, like, alright, this is a good book. Oh yeah, do you guys want to come over here?
We're being called?
Yeah.
I thought you'd never ask.
I stopped staring at this board, which I couldn't figure out. I go over.
Look, that board's sure got something on it.
It was 2 Arcana for me.
Very, very good. Yeah, you don't know what's up with that. Who knows? So you kind of wander on up to this guy. He kind of looks up at you. He kind of stands up from his chair and kind of twiddles his hands, and then kind of like gives you like a half nod, half bow, if that makes sense. And then kind of looks you guys over, kind of waiting a moment. Again, the silence kind of comes over the room, and you just kind of hear his like heavy kind of breathing.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, pleasure. Yeah. So, you guys like books?
Not particularly.
I know how to read.
Oh. Oh, we that can be a work in progress. Yeah. We can work on that. Yeah. So you guys are the four I sent for, I guess. Yeah. What was it? Azza. Salam. Salam.
Salam.
Yeah. Salam. And we got the Kane and Rolodino.
Whatever you want to call me is fine. Why am I here?
Yeah, the job. Oh, and then we got what was Sadwick? Was it? Sadwick?
Sandwich.
That sounds about right. Sandwich. Yeah. Can't say I've seen you much, but I've heard the name. Chadwick kind of like goes incredibly kind of red in the face, but he kind of like just pushes down any kind of like emotion regarding his misnaming. Yes. So yeah. You use for. You got the job. Yeah, you don't like books much, but you know we can work on that. They tend to grow on you. Yeah. So yeah, we have. I guess a little bit of a job. if you guys are interested. Yeah, pay as well. He kind of rubs his fingers together. Yeah, you guys like that? Yeah. Money.
That's good.
I can pay you in books if you like books.
We'll go with the money. I'll go with the money at least. Maybe these
Yeah.
people would like books.
Gold will suffice, thank you.
Gold, you say?
Perhaps.
Yeah, we got
Would
some of
like
that.
to be paid in money.
What was that? Sorry.
This one would like to be paid in money.
This one, yeah. Yeah, we
would-
can do it. What? Sorry. Yeah, it's
I
horrible habit of mine. I always avoid talking to other people. I guess I am the leader. Most people kind of just shut up. But yeah, you guys are fine. You chill. You don't like books, but we can work on that. So what were you gonna say?
I said I would appreciate my second edition of Volos back.
They do that. They do what? Second. Yeah, we probably got a load of those. Hell, I can hook you up with like one a day if you want. Is that what you want to be paid in? Second editions of the book, Volo.
Perhaps a wider selection than just Volos.
Yeah.
If I may not be a lover of books, but I appreciate their. I appreciate the intellect in between its covers.
All right. Check out this guy, starting to like books. Amazing. Oh, I do love books. So yeah, you three paid in gold. You want to get paid in books?
Non-fiction exclusively.
All
Can
right.
I receive as gold, and you just give him a book or two on the side.
Maybe. I mean, why should
Fine,
I?
but-
I mean, I could. Like, maybe. Like, roll
What
persuasion.
am I
on,
doing here?
roll persuasion on getting his cut.
Of course, it did not go.
I just want my damn copy of Volos back.
Why is it not going?
Are you doing it? Are you doing it from D&D Beyond?
Yeah, and I've got all the things.
Yeah, it can take a little bit of time depending on connection.
I had to
there we
reset
go.
it because I reloaded.
Okay. Well, there we go. So you got a 9 there. I don't know. It was his. I'll probably just put the pay into the books. So yeah, that's a hard no from me. But you'll still get your share. Yeah. So yeah, the thing is, we have something we need that looking into. It's a bit hush hush at the moment, so can't give you too many details. But yeah, the pay's good. We'll keep you on kind of contract. Gold? Yeah. Oh, gold. Yeah. What did you say about like, I don't know, 200 gold a month? Kind of perform duties and stuff. Missions.
Oh, come on now. You are talking to professionals.
I am.
Of course you are. Look at us. And, kid's gonna like wave his hand so you could take a look at everybody. We are definitely worth more than a measly 200 gold a month. And I guarantee you that our work will be beyond satisfaction, and you want this to remain on the hush hush. Well, let me tell you, we are the perfect gentleman just for that.
Ah. Okay, so you can roll persuasion, but if anyone has like a good thing they can say to kind of chip in on that, you can get advantage on that. So
He talks about everything except for secrets. And he never stops.
what?
It's
Do I get disadvantage now?
I was gonna say, while Kane was talking, I was gonna do thaumaturgy to do tremors like on the desk in front of the guy.
Okay. So it's kind of like adding some like physical gravitas to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that can act as a helping action. So yeah. So as you're kind of like giving your speech, the desk starts to vibrate, and like he kind of just looks down and goes wide-eyed slightly. So yeah, you can roll persuasion with advantage on that. Oh, yeah, that's probably gonna do it. Ah. You do have that professional haircut going for you. And something was going on with this desk. It's probably connected, right? Yeah? And
Why, of course, it's fate.
let me check. Do you like books?
I have partaken in quite a few luxuries of the
Yeah.
intellectual types.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I can bump you up a grade or two. Yeah, yeah. What were you thinking? I don't know.
Well,
I haven't
know.
really used money in a while.
Well, with this kind of work, we also take time for investigation, and there's times where we need to purchase and acquire certain things. So I think maybe 400 gold a month should suffice.
That sounds like a lot. He kind of looks over to Chadwick. Yeah, sandwich. Is that a lot? Chadwick kind of goes around and says, it's too much. I don't even know these people. Yeah. I don't know.
That actually raises a good point. What is he doing here? And I gesture with a thumb to Chadwick.
Oh, sandwich? Oh, he's gonna be your assistant. And like, hit Chadwick just goes like completely beet red, and he's like, "What? It's them?"
I offer him my hand for a handshake, and I just say, "I'm sorry."
He kind of just like limply kind of brushes your hands with his.
Rolo will walk over and slap him heartily on the back. I guess the lower back. And whisper, I take my coffee black.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So you're gonna be their assistant. You know, if they have anything they need doing, you know, you do it. You know, do a good job, and you might move up. Or what are you again? You a seeker, intern? I don't know. I'll look it up later.
I think he's a scribbler.
Scribbler. That sounds about right. Anyway, yeah, yeah. So you're gonna be their assistant, yeah. So but yeah, 400 gold, a little bit too much. Well, how about like 300 if you do a good job on your first mission? If you don't, maybe I'll do 250, something like that. Yeah, yeah.
300 with prospects sounds most fair.
Yeah, yeah. I can put you up. You can get free food, free lodgings. Yeah,
And we get to keep anything we find, yes?
as long as it's not owned by the Candlekeep. Yeah. Because there are a few rules that we have here. Let me get them. What were they again? Where are we? Rules for Candlekeep.
Just a few.
There's a few. I don't know. Probably don't murder is one of them. Where are we?
Don't murder the books.
Yeah, yeah, we got our rules. The orders of accordance. Number 1, no fighting. All arguments must follow the rules of a cordial debate and discussion. Violent altercations are not tolerated. Okay? Unless you have a good reason, I guess, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Alright, next one. No stealing. So, all objects in the keep, not just the library works. If it's kind of like found on your adventures, then it's probably fair game. Next, no copying. Yeah? You can take notes on books, but if you want a full copy, you gotta pay for it. Yeah? Things don't come free here. We can hook you up with a nice manuscript for a price. Yeah? Okay? If you want one of those, go to the House of Binder. Yeah? Alright, next one. No damaging, mocking, or otherwise modifying any works in the keep. Yeah? So if it's your book, knock yourself out, scribble away, but you know, it's a book, don't ruin it. Books are cool. Okay? You got it?
That's it. No more rules.
You know,
No one's
those
no
are the
one's ever
main.
made an no one's ever made an annotation in a journal or
That's kind of defacing the book if you write on it. That's against the rule. Yeah, unless
Don't worry, I'll make sure
it's
to
your
keep that
book.
one in check.
You're allowed to make notes on your own papers. You're allowed to do whatever you want to your own personal books. Yeah, but our books, you know, keep them fresh. Yeah, keep that nice book smell going. Anyway, yeah, so we'll start you off on a nice little mission. Yeah, yeah, and as always, yeah, go to a sandwich here if you have any needs, wants, whatevers. Yeah, we'll set up a nice room for you. You can always get food, yeah. But other stuff like, you know, the smithy, if you want to get yourself a mount or something, that's still going to cost you. But yeah, so we'll go maybe 300, maybe down to 250 if you kind of not do great. But if you truly fuck up, well, yeah, we're just not going to give you the job and we'll find some other people to help. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so we're going to give you a first drop, and then you'll be hired, kept on pay, and we'll start doing the whole reason you're here. So yeah, first mission. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
All right. So yeah, we heard that some local village, some small place. Apparently they got a curse. Seems like a pretty bad one. Any guesses? Any takers? What it could be?
What was their affliction?
Yeah, I'm guessing you. I'm asking you to guess. Everyone loves guessing.
Their books are disappearing.
Oh fucking hell! Oof, that would be a doozy. No, nothing that extreme. Good, heaven forbid. Good lord.
Do they have a ghast or ghoul in their crypts?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Haven't looked, but maybe that crypt is a bit full. Anyway, any other guesses before I spill the beans?
Did a witch curse them?
Don't spill the beans. It's good beans.
It could have been a witch. I don't know. Must have been pretty powerful though. So yeah, this curse is apparently they all have to stay kind of linked with their hands. So if they kind of let go, people die. So if they're all in a big stupid ass chain holding hands, and someone accidentally let go, and the smallest chain, all of them just died. Pretty bad. So yeah, they're kind of stuck with that curse at the moment. So they kind of got word out that they needed some help, and yeah, that we've got a guy that deals with curses. So yeah, hopefully we can help them out. But he's kind of gone missing a little bit. We need to kind of track him down, and hopefully you guys can kind of do that for us. You guys good at finding people?
I see. Well, actually, I do have some proficiency in hunting.
No, not really hunting.
Well, I am a bounty hunter by trade, so I'm definitely your man.
Yeah.
It's good to know that the Candlekeep is doing this for the interests of the common people. And
You gotta keep the people alive. Who's gonna read the books?
not them.
Oh, the dead ones, I guess. There's still some alive. Yeah.
All the books are in here and they're out there.
I can come if they, get in, I guess.
So what's the name of this curse guy?
Oh, this guy, what was his name? Matrius, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, he's pretty good with curses, unless you guys good with curses? Just kind of go around the whole situation.
Not particularly. I'm pretty sure I'm cursed as it is here right now.
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, so when you need to find this guy, Matrius, yeah.
Where was he last seen?
Oh, he was in a study. He used to kind of belong to this kind kind of big shot guy, girl. I can't remember. One of the two. Yeah, in old Fistandia's office. Yeah. He kind of holds up in there sometimes, but you know, he's never been gone this long. Maybe he's trying to take after Fistandia. Yeah. She used to. Who's she? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, they used to disappear all the time for ages. And then, you know, they just disappeared permanently, so I guess it's no longer their office, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, you need to find Matrius, get this curse kind of ditched. Reckon you could do that? Start off in the office, kind of look around, see what you find. Hopefully find him. Yeah?
I reckon for 300 gold I could do a lot of things.
I mean, yeah. Do well on this, and you've got the job, and it'll be 300 gold a month. Until it finishes. We got a deal?
Do we have a free reign of the keep to get around, or are we gonna have to deal with restricted areas and whatnot?
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, some areas will be off limits, but you'll have pretty good reign. Yeah. We'll make a nice name for you. How about the keeper's hands?
I feel more like a finger, but yeah.
I mean, if you want to be a finger, you can. You know, the keeper's fingers.
That sounds disgusting. Let's go back to hand. Maybe palm. Let's try palm.
The keeper's palms.
Now, yeah, hands is good.
Hands are good. They hold
doesn't
books.
matter.
All right, keeper's hands. You're pretty high up there, but you know, there will be some areas you can't go, but you can come and go. You don't need to give a book every time. It'll be fine. And Chadwick is getting incredibly flustered with this new position that has suddenly just come into existence, and how you are just suddenly so high in ranking and above him, despite, you know, his years and years of study and service, and now he's essentially working for you.
Just to make this clear, our rank is higher than Sandwich's?
Yeah! I mean, this guy's hardly been here. I don't know, a week or so? I don't know. How long have you been here, Sandwich? Probably 40, 50 years. Really? Huh.
Look good.
Well, keep up the good work, champ. You'll get there. And like he's just muttering under his breath. Yeah, so
we expect great things out of you, Sandwich, as the keeper's hands.
Yeah.
So
yeah, don't fuck up. He's kind of just pointing and glaring at Sandwich. All right, yeah. So find my curse breaker, and you've got the job.
Consider it done.
Lovely.
King's gonna walk over to Sandwich and hand him his backpack to carry.
He kind of just like grabs it, and you just see his eyes like go dead. You just look into his eyes, and it's just like staring into the abyss.
Rolo will take his chewed up, sopping wet cigar and tuck it into Sandwich's robes and pull out a new one and bite down onto it and more. Follow Kane.
Okay.
Y'all are fucked up.
Pat him on the back and be like, I'm sure this is just the first step to a very long career. I don't abuse him, but I don't help him at all.
That's fine. Alright, so he'll kind of lead you to the office where this person was last seen. So I'll transfer you there in a moment. Okay. Alright, here we go. Let's hop on over. This might take a little bit to load, and we might get a bit of stuttering in the stream, so bear with us.
I got someone in my drawer. Be 1 sec.
Sure.
He goes to this table. I bet if you were looking at it from above, it would look like a face.
What, the
You
table?
think that's a clue? Yeah, it's a table.
Oh, that one. I was looking at the one at the top. I was like, I don't really see a face. But yeah. But that one, yeah. Kinda.
Do you think that's a clue?
It could be. I don't know what you're asking. Anyway, so Chadwick kind of leads you to this office, kind of half-heartedly kind of leads you in, and kind of just like gestures at the room. Well, here it is. The last sighting of Matrius was in here, I suppose. And then he kind of just like looks at the closest, so I guess Salam, he kind of just stares at you and grits his teeth and says, "Anything you need?"
This one is okay right now, Sandwich. Thank you.
Just Sandwich, that's me. And he kind of just looks at the others. You guys need anything?
Oh, a snack would be very nice.
Yeah. We got snacks. And he'll
Do me a
kind
favor. Bring me something sweet.
can do. And he'll just like walk out. Yeah. And then you guys find yourself here in the study. Quite plain. Books. Plenty of books around. That kind of stuff.
Well, that's a lot of books. Well, let's start with the biggest one.
Kane's gonna start
Um,
pulling out, like if the table has drawers or anything, he'll start pulling them out and looking inside.
Mm-hmm.
Salam is just gonna kind of like walk around the room and just like see if he notices anything like out of place or interesting or at all or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, we'll have your roll investigation. Anyone else doing anything? You could
I was hoping for perception the way I worded it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, if you ever like think like a call of mine is a bit iffy, just like, you know, bring it up, we can hash it out and go with whatever is best. Yeah, so perception.
Pretty much everything you've done so far, if we could put that into question.
All right.
I rolled with advantage, but 18.
18. Yeah, it might automatically do advantage with rolls. So
Gotcha.
in this case, so just to stop, like, save you the trouble of like holding Alt or Shift when you click a roll, it just automatically does advantage. So when it's not advantage, we just take the left-hand number. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, so you kind of like look around, and it doesn't take long for you to kind of go through the area. That was a pretty good roll. So you kind of look around. You kind of see that yes, this has been a heavily used office. You find kind of notes, parchments, various books pulled from the shelves, and some of them look as if they've been pulled and put back. Yeah, but there is definitely one book on the desk that looks as if it has been kind of there for quite a long time.
Is it written? Is it written in common?
I believe so. Yes.
Good. Oof, I don't know that many languages.
This book is important.
What's it say? More sex positions?
Let's
Come
hope
on,
not.
Be serious for just a moment. If you're getting paid 300 gold a month, you might at least act like professionals.
You called yourself a professional. I never called myself a professional once.
He does have a point. And you're welcome, by the way.
I would accept the 200, but alright, thanks.
We'll be sure to let the keeper know that.
Yeah, so you can kind of pick up the book and look it over. So looking at it is titled The Joy of Extra Dimensional Spaces. So I'll copy and paste that into chat for you. So yeah, that's the title of it. Yeah, it's quite a very heavy tome, very thick. The covers are made of ornately tooled leather, decorated with gold filigree. And there's a particularly interesting illustration on the cover of what looks to be a very imposing spellcaster. If anyone wants to do an Arcana or History check on that character, go for it.
Alright,
I'll do Arcana.
I'm gonna say
I was
no
into
because
history.
I have a -1 on both of those.
I have
So
a
don't
plus
deserve
3
to
on
roll.
I have a plus 3 on Arcana, so I'll go ahead.
I just say YOLO.
Okay, Azza and wow, Kane as well. So yeah, both of you kind of quite confidently recognize that the figure on the cover is that of the legendary mage Mordekainen. Mordekainen? Yeah, that one.
Ah, well,
Yes.
if it isn't one of your people's legendary mages, Morning Canaan.
Yeah, that one.
That's always how I pronounced it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Perhaps it's a regional accent.
When you say you people,
I was wondering if that would come up.
I'm not from the Sword Coast.
gotcha, understood.
As of Gwyneth.
Where's that? What?
Gwyneth is an island southwest of here.
Oh.
A couple 100 miles above Cholt, if you've ever heard of it.
Ooh. I have. Anyway, yeah.
So a fancy book written by a fancy magician, is that what you're saying?
It's certainly not a book on curses.
A tome on portals, is that what it was? Extra dimensional spaces, actually.
I suppose he found a nice glade in the Feywilds.
Maybe the book itself might have some notes on, I don't know, extra dimensional spaces. That has to be relevant, right?
So
Perhaps there's a code. Can I investigate to see if maybe there's a code?
well, as you look at the pages, particularly the page that it was open on, perhaps you kept your finger on it, or there was a bookmark, so you kind of open it back up, and there is in fact kind of handwritten notes in like the margins and on the side.
I see.
So the kind of
He's
you'll need to do an Arcana check, but it kind of looks like some kind of weird shorthand. That is, so it's in common, but it looks to be some sort of shorthand.
I see. He hasn't disappeared. He's been arrested for writing in the margins. We should check the jail.
Yeah, we should definitely snitch on him writing in the margins. Maybe we'll get some more.
12 on the
300 gold.
Arcana.
So you kind of start peering closely at some of these shorthand notes, and it looks like it was about to kind of click, but then perhaps someone breathing heavily in your ear, or there was a chill in the air, or something happens to kind of distract you, and you kind of just lose your train of thought, and it all goes away.
Rolo was chewing his cigar a little loudly.
Yeah.
Please not so loudly.
Excuse me. So nothing from the book then?
I mean, I can't read this scribbling.
Kane, or maybe Salam, you're more in touch with these magical things, huh?
Well, I can take a crack at it.
My magic is given to me. I don't know if I'm necessarily an expert in magic.
Perfect.
Can Kane roll Arcana to see if he can understand what's in the book?
Yeah, you guys can roll Arcana as well. Yeah, go for it. Okay, 20. That is definitely gonna do it. So you kind of like go over some of the writings. There's kind of various mentions of extra dimensional spaces. In fact, there is one kind of like words that kind of takes precedence at everything. The word scepter. It's kind of written in quite many places, or at least a shorthand of it. It kind of reoccurs quite often.
Now, I wonder what is the importance about this. And Kane's gonna just tap his finger on the word to get Azza to look at it. So we have a librarian that's good at removing curses or understanding curses, looking at things from different planes, it seems.
Did anything stand out to you?
Yes, there's this one word that it's always showing. It's scepter. I don't know
Oh,
in what context that it's used, but it seems to be all throughout this few pages here.
yeah, so as you kind of say the word scepter out loud, you hear a kind of fizzle and a crackle, and in the middle of the room, a portal opens on up. Like it's kind
Holy
of
shit!
Oh,
like a
shit.
like a
reached-
shimmering kind of translucent door kind of portal, kind of glowing with light, that kind of deal.
I react by crouching low and grabbing the hilt of my greatsword. One of my greatswords.
Yeah, Rillo tumbles to a corner away from it and comes back up with his crossbow held.
Okay. So
Kane's clapping his hands and laughing.
God, just push him in.
I mean, if you
We
want to,
know
go for it.
where Matrius went.
We know what happened, but I don't know if we know where he went. Where do you think it leads?
I don't know.
Can you guys roll perception, please?
No, thank
Yes.
you.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to. You can close your eyes.
When you close your eyes,
Okay, so yeah, yes, Salam, you definitely notice that the portal kind of starts to shimmer and shake, and it looks as if it's gradually kind of getting smaller and smaller.
It's getting smaller, so if we want to follow, we need to move.
We're paid to do a job. Let's do it well and get that extra money, huh?
I
but
suppose I've
Go
put
ahead.
my life I've put my life in danger for dumber reasons. I'll just jump into a hole, a shimmering hole.
Salam is gonna run through it.
I've got like a tuck and roll thing going on here.
Mhm.
It's a as I'm drawing the sword from my back.
Okay.
Kane's gonna grab the book off the table and then jump through the hole.
Yeah.
I didn't think. Yeah, sure. Everything collapses in on itself and it creates a black hole. The world ends. No, yeah. So you kind of grab it and then you kind of just like jump on through the portal. Okay, so I'll
Yeah.
kind of take you
Rollo
guys
will trip on the rug into the portal.
to where you were. Oh, you tripping on the rug?
Yeah, and falling into the portal.
Or, I mean, I guess you could do a dexterity roll then if you're gonna trip on the rug.
Nice.
All right, yeah, you full on fall through the portal. So yeah, I'll kind of drag you guys to where you will appear. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so you kind of step on through the portal. As you kind of like step through, you feel yourself wibble and wobble as you are transported somewhere else. You appear in this area, you look up and around. The ceiling arches to about 15 feet overhead, and a long hallway stretches out on either side of the foyer. Standing in the middle of this area is a middle-aged man wearing grey robes. And he kind of just like looks up at you, startled. Who are you?
Oz of Gwyneth. And you?
Yeah, I'm Matrius. Can't say I've heard of you before.
Matrix, is that who we're looking for? I turn back to anyone.
You kind of-
Indeed, it is.
Yeah.
You're looking for me, eh? Any
Is the
particular...
portal still open?
Yes.
Can I just grab him and pull him through?
Yes.
Job's done.
I mean, there you can go to grab him, but he'll kind of try and step back and trying to dodge out of the way.
You're a handsy one, are you? Had dealings with that type before.
Don't care for it.
Hey, there's 300 gold pieces on the line. You need to be found. So into the portal.
You found me. Now leave me to my explorations.
The keeper needs you. You need to return wherever we are.
He has a lot of
Those
time.
villagers
He
need
can
you.
wait. What villages? Who?
People's lives depend on you.
Oh,
The curse.
Curse?
The curse, yeah.
Oh, I do curses, I do. Oh, yes. Oh, this one
You
juicy
undo them
curse,
as well?
this one tie, oh, unravels like a noodle out of a bowl.
Is everyone here certifiably insane?
It's the books. The books do that to you.
Yeah, perhaps.
You need to come back with us now. We
Ugh.
need you to undo this curse.
But
And then
I've-
wherever the hell we are, you can come back after.
I've just started exploring this lovely place.
You haven't just started. You've been gone a long time.
I have?
Long enough for me to get from Waterdeep to Candlekeep.
How long does that take?
I don't know, a week.
Ugh. It's a long time. Ugh.
It's a really interesting curse. I'm sure you like interesting curses. You're a curse guy.
Yeah, I do.
The townsfolk have to stay linked by their hands. If they let go, they die. How interesting is that? So why don't you come with us, undo it. We'll bring you right back. It'll be like you never left.
Middle of the road, I guess. I
They
mean,
turn green when they die too. That's awesome.
oh, green.
It's not middle of the road for the people who have to hold hands.
Some people like holding hands.
Well, these ones don't.
Ugh. Sounds like a curse on itself. Yeah, but yeah, I could help you out. Yeah, I'll scratch your back if you scratch my back.
We're rescuing you, so we're already doing you a favor.
I didn't need rescuing.
You didn't know you did, but you do.
Tell you what, I'll go, get my supplies ready, talk to the keeper, and I'll meet you back in the office after you've had a look around and tell me what you find.
Fine. 10 minutes.
Where are we?
Some sort of mansion, I think.
You don't even know where we are.
Yeah, I do.
Some sort of mansion.
Yeah.
Rollo will look at the rest of the party. I'm like, what the fuck?
Maybe it's related to Fistandia. She was the one that made the book. Looks like her handwriting in the book.
I haven't the foggiest idea who that is.
Well, you can find that out for me as you explore this lovely mansion.
Is there anything in particular we should be looking for?
Knowledge. Knowledge.
Fuck.
Listen, you go through the portal,
Yeah.
get your things ready to go on a trip to the village,
Yeah.
and we'll spend an hour. We'll spend an hour in here, and we'll write you a very nice report
Oh,
on some
writing.
on a nice piece of vellum.
Oh, that sounds good.
Okay.
That's
okay.
good stuff.
Okay.
You go into the portal.
So he'll
Portal.
kind of hobble towards the portal and kind of step through it. And there's the kind of wibbly wobbly whoop as he kind of steps through it. And you can kind of hear him muttering on the other side.
I'm gonna read something.
Let's find some knowledge and get out of here.
I am
Fine.
sorry, but this one is not writing anything.
Because you won't, or because you can't?
What are you
I-
doing? Put that
I
down!
imagine.
Ah! Ah!
And then the
Wait, what
portal
the fuck?
disappears.
Wow.
Oh, by the fucking gods!
Did you just say the portal disappears?
Yeah, you kind of hear him like cry out, and then the portal kind of like gibbles and jobbles, and then it just goes out.
Does it cut him in half?
No, he was
No,
through the
he's already on
portal.
the other side.
Okay, he made it through. Okay.
Yeah, he did make it through.
Okay,
Sand-
cool.
That would be pretty cool though.
It's Sandwich. He sabotaged us.
It could be. Who knows?
And
What
I
the
know
hell?
why.
That didn't sound like a good yell. You know, we didn't actually promise him we'd stick around here. Why don't you get that portal back up, and you know, we'll go check on him. And if we happen to not come back, not a big deal, right?
Well, we do have a job to complete, so Scepter.
Perhaps there is another way out of here as well.
Yeah, maybe there is. Either way, Scepter does nothing.
Are you saying it right? Maybe you gotta waggle your
Scepter.
fingers. Say it like you mean it.
Septar.
Scepter.
Hold on.
Son of a bitch. Try again. Do exactly it as you did it last time.
Oh
I did
yeah.
exactly as
There
I
we go.
did before.
Yeah.
I start speaking Elvish.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else knows Elvish, but yeah. I mean,
know
do
Elvish.
you announce that you say something and you announce I suddenly speak Elvish? If not,
No, I just-
if you know Elvish, you know he just spoke Elvish. If not, he just started speaking in tongues.
I feel like last time you said it, Kane, you said it with your chest, you know, like you actually meant it. Come on, get us out of here.
Well, I meant it when I said it this time, but it looks like we must find a different avenue of escape.
Mm.
Rillo kind of chews through his cigar. Fuck, let's find the Sexton and get the hell out of here.
All right.
Also, for some reason, I can't see Aza on the map. I don't know if you can like redrop a token or something.
I'm right here.
Yeah, I'll
That's
redrop
weird.
him.
It's blank.
Yeah, I can't see him.
There
either.
we go. I
There
see
he
him now.
goes.
Must have been the portal.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. The floor is
Awesome.
yours.
I say we
Well.
should start exploring. It didn't look as if that gentleman knew how long he was here for.
Yeah, he wasn't that useful.
Time might work a little differently in here. We don't want to dilly-dally now.
Why don't we spread up it? Why don't we split up into pairs of two, and we can cover more ground?
And just so that you can find the exit and leave us.
Well, leave you.
And take my
Kane's all right.
300 gold.
This
Thank
one
you.
thinks we should stick together. Who
Yeah,
knows what we will find in this place?
I'm with Scratchy.
Okay.
I mean, nothing got killed that doddering old man. That's for certain.
I found the feline companion here.
Yeah, so Kane just kind of pops open that door then. So you kind of look inside. So the entire far wall of this room is a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf. Even more books are resting on several large scarlet armchairs and small wooden tables. And there are several paintings on the wall, and a fluffy black cat is curled up on one of those chairs.
Kitty.
He kind of looks up lazily at you as you kind of make those cooing and kind of beckoning noises.
You say it's a black cat, really?
Yeah, you know, there's the token, but you know, yeah, it is in fact a fluffy black cat.
Well, if this is a trap, I fall right for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's books. We need to find some knowledge for him, right?
So yeah, as you enter, the cat kind of stretches, kind of sits up, and kind of just mewdles at you softly.
Salama's not impressed by the cat.
Okay.
It's a rival.
Cat fight.
Kane would just start looking at the books, seeing if any titles,
Mm-hmm.
names stand out to him.
Anything along the lines of level 9 spells and you, or the wish spell for dummies.
Yeah, so looking around, yeah, there's loads of books. There's the 3 paintings hanging on the wall. One, a landscape scene with a large green dragon emerging from a grove of pine trees. Another, a study of Pegasus in flight, and the last one, a portrait of a unicorn in a wooded glade, or a wooden glade. That sounds more interesting. Or the grass is made of wood. How about that?
Whoa.
Yeah, and then there's plenty of books. You could spend some time kind of going over them and investigating.
While they're doing that, Rolo will come by the cat and just hold a hand out towards it, but not, touching it or anything.
Okay, you kind of hold out your hands and it kind of like sniffs at your hands slightly, and then kind of just like rubs its head on your hand.
I'll pet it a little bit, and I don't suppose you can show us the way to knowledge or a portal out of here, do you? Can you, kitty cat? No,
It kind of blinks at you, but as you pet it, yeah, it seems to like that. Can you do an animal handling check, please?
Oh god, I might maim it.
You just crush it.
You're gonna pet the rabbits, George.
Okay, 15. So yeah, it likes that. It kind of like jumps down and starts like winding its way between your legs, making lots of happy cat noises. So as who's kind of like investigating the room then while this is going on?
Kane would.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of spend some time. Yeah, so you spend quite a bit of time kind of looking over this room. You kind of like find out that pretty much almost all the books in this study were written by someone named Fistandia. So I'll kind of paste that name. I've brought up a few times. And most of the written books seem to be her memoirs. So Fistandia seems to be, was to be, you're not sure, a powerful mage as well as a priest of Mistra. She frequented Candlekeep to further her studies, kind of exploring more of the books. You can find out that in exchange for Fistanzia's pious service and achievements in expanding the arts of magic, Mistra granted Fistanzia a permanent extra-dimensional mansion for her to reside in while studying at Candlekeep. But fearful that a guest might become trapped in the mansion, she hid the command word to open the portal to Candlekeep in the spines of several books. So this kind of information is given to you in her kind of journals and notes. So you've probably spent about half an hour kind of poring through these journals, notes, and whatever, and you were able to kind of piece this information together.
Does it say if there's any time dilation? Perhaps the old man saw he was in here for a short time, but he was gone longer than he thought.
So in the notes, this kind of comes up, but and there are perhaps some notes kind of looking into it, but based on the kind of notes, it seems like Fistanzia kind of lost interest or stopped caring based on how much time she spends in here and how people didn't really care too much that she may have gone missing for periods of time. So you're not entirely sure, or at least if there is a difference, it's not important enough to warrant worry.
So what are the odds that this is that magical mansion that Fistandia was gifted?
Good. Very good.
I would agree.
Okay, right on. So you kind of spent quite a bit of time in this room, so You petted the cat, looked over the notes. Anything else done? Did you kind of like investigate the room more thoroughly or anything in particular? Does the cat have a collar? Yeah, sure. The cat has a collar, and on it is a name tag for Mittens.
Adorable. Well, leave the door open just in case the cat needs to go out, get something to eat, or
The door is
use
open.
the litter box.
It
was closed before.
Was it? I mean, it was closed when you arrived, and then you opened it and walked in, and it. I don't know if one of you closed it, but I guess someone else.
No.
Yeah.
No, I just mean like I
it's
said,
closed now.
Leave it
now it's open. Yeah. So anyway, Mittens seems very content with kind of winding their way around the legs of Rolo. So do you guys kind of?
We're gonna go now.
Yeah, it follows you. So do you guys kind of just exit now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried the bomb door.
Oh great, you had to bring it with you, didn't you?
So
I didn't ask it to.
So this door here is where the portal was, and you kind of go to grab the doorknob, and then you kind of just like grasp at a flat wall. It seems to be like a picture or a painting of a door.
I see. I misunderstood. I thought. Well, it doesn't matter what I thought.
Yeah, all of you kind of watch as you kind of just like pause at this picture of a door.
You having trouble with the wall, Ezra?
Yes. Would you like to try?
No, it's clearly a wall. Let's go, Mittens.
It mews at you. Meow.
Why are we going this way?
Is there meant to be
It's as good as any other way.
So is that a door that I forgot to paint in? Yeah, that's a door I forgot to paint in. Hold on, let me give you a door there. Salam. There we go, one door. There we go. You have a door now. So yeah, there's at the end of this corridor, there's two. It looks like Kane's opened a door there though. So yeah, you kind of peer in as Salam kind of roams the ends of the corridor. So Kane, as you kind of look into this room here, yeah, it is not vacant. So this room contains a battered wooden mannequin and a weapon rack holding staffs and daggers, all lit by indigo tinted light streaming through a window. The floor is stained and scorched. At the far end of the room, a broom hovers in the air, sweeping the floor by itself.
I'm gonna walk in this room and that broom is gonna beat the shit out of me.
It seems quite content with kind of sweeping up though at the moment.
There's something you don't see every day.
Oh, that is certainly not. Kane's gonna look around, see if there's like a dustpan or anything in the room.
That could be worth a lot of money.
Roll perception? Nine. You can't spot a dustpan or anything around at the moment.
Alright, Kane will take a step in.
The broom continues to sweep furiously.
Kane will just tip his hat towards the brooms, like, good afternoon, and attempt to help clean the room with the broom, I guess. I don't know.
So it kind of goes rigid and kind of nods at you, and then how do you help clean the room?
He'll take his foot and, like, with his boot, slide over any dirt towards the broom, like get it in one pile.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of go about doing that then, and the broom kind of like sweeps up any dirt that you kind of push over to it. Yeah, so while you do that, it looks like Salam has gone into a room over here.
So we split the party anyways.
Azza is kind of watching the rear, I presume. Rolo, are you up to anything in particular?
I'm just watching Kane's back.
Okay. Alright, so
Kind of
yeah.
eyeballing the mannequin.
Alright. So, yeah, as you enter this room here, tall shelves filled with books line the walls of this room. 2 more shelves run the middle of the room, with a 10-foot wide aisle between them. Several stacks of books are piled throughout the room. There are small reading desks with cozy scarlet chairs in the corners.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I'll walk into the room and try and stay away from the room and just check out the mannequin. It's pretty interesting that there's a small armory and weapons training in a mage's keep, huh?
Well, I guess one does need to be prepared for anything.
And yeah, I'll check out the mannequin for a second.
Okay, yeah, you kind of go over the mannequin. It looks like a pretty well-made mannequin. A bit battered, but you know, a mannequin nonetheless.
And I'll pull one of the daggers from the rack and check it out.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard dagger. Hasn't been used in a while, but you know, it's seems fine.
I'll look over to the broom, and then just like palm the dagger and put it in my pack.
Yeah, so you can kind of pocket that, and yeah, it's just a standard dagger.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Salam, you kind of go into this room. Can you roll for perception, please?
Nope, wrong thing.
That's fine.
Um,
It was very good though.
Yeah, it's actually 2 more than that, so 24.
Oh wow, okay. So yeah, as you kind of step into the room, your ears suddenly prick up as you kind of hear a kind of rustling, and then it sounds like a kind of rustle of pages and a soft thwump. And you kind of look over to the corner here and you see just a kind of a mass of books suddenly kind of like animate and start rushing into the air here. So this is where we are going to roll for initiative. So yeah, you kind of see this
Would
kind
I
of thing.
be able to like yell out to everyone before the initiative hits so that everyone knows kind of to get in here or what's going on?
So you kind of yell out and everyone hears it, so everyone will roll initiative. So yeah. Also, did you kind of
Help, meow.
did you see this pop up as well? Hold up on your initiatives.
Pop up. Pretty cool.
Oops.
Yeah, so I'll input that manually. So I need to put you guys into initiative. So hold on.
That is a dope picture.
All right.
I don't like that
Agreed.
the head book is literally a demon face. Well, can't it be a little nicer?
No, it can't.
A 5. Oh.
So Rolo got a 17 there, so I'll put that in. Oh, it's already in. Oh, how about that? Okay, so yeah.
That's what I get it for having Dex be a dump stat.
Okay, we just need Kane and Salam.
No.
So
I forgot how to roll for this.
So
Hold on.
in the icons
Go
at
to
the
second
top,
tab.
yeah, there's the second tab, and you just click on the D20.
That's next to your name.
All right, there we go.
Well.
So with
look who's wandering off and starting encounters now.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, decided to come over here.
Yeah, so with a flurry and rustle of pages, the books kind of swarm up and start rushing around in its space. We roll initiative, and Kane goes first. So from the kind of room next to you, you kind of hear a cry out that you probably recognize as Salam.
Kane's gonna tip his hat towards the broom, tell it good day, and start running over there.
All right.
Get him. You see me. I'm in the hallway. I'm looking into this room.
Mm-hmm.
You're assigned up. probably over this way.
Alright, yeah, I don't think I have enough movement to get over there.
Oh.
I have 5 feet left and you're there, so
I mean, you could dash, but yeah.
yeah, but I'm also
Dash.
I'm built like loose leaf.
Dash.
Fuck it up a dash.
Yeah, I mean, if that's all you want to do, that's fine. Oh, you're gonna dash. Oh, okay. So yeah, you dash in and you see that kind of swarm of books in the corner.
He's gonna continue to dash and try to get behind old Salam.
Yeah, so these bookshelves are technically walls, so they won't be, you won't be able to shoot through them, I guess. I guess I should kind of put them as a wall.
That's fine. This is a firefight. He's taking cover. 5D's a dodgeball.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
I'll end my turn there.
Alright, okay, we go over to Rolo then.
Rolo will look over and Broom, watch middens. Middens don't die, and we'll run off.
Okay.
I can't occupy the space of that desk on the bottom left, can I?
You
I
could
am technically small.
I mean, you could probably hop onto the desk or kind of crouch under it, so you can occupy that space.
Cool. Yeah, I will tumble past Azza, and as I come up, I will level my crossbow at the swarm of books and will let loose.
Alright. Okay, so you roll a 13, and that does indeed hit, so you send a crossbow bolt sailing across, and it cleanly penetrates one of the books, which kind of like flaps around and hits the ground, and you kind of hear very sad paper noises as it gives its last rustle and goes motionless, but there are still many books in the swarm. But yeah, so that's 6 piercing damage. Okay.
Cool. In a quick motion, I will kind of spin, and as I turn back around, I have reloaded another coral.
Ooh, coral.
Whoa.
Is that like another word for a bolt then, or is that different?
Yeah, coral is like a group of bolts. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And so yeah, I've loaded another one, and I will let loose with a bonus action.
Ooh. Using that
Hell
level
yeah.
1 feat. Alright, so that's an 8. Yeah, that's not quite gonna hit it, I'm afraid. So yeah, that perhaps you were too flurrying with your flurry, and you kind of spin a little bit too far, and the bolt kind of goes careening off and just pings off the wall and kind of clatters to the ground.
I'll shake my hand crossbow like I think it's broken or something, and I am good.
Yeah. Alright, and then we go over to Salam.
Okay. Yeah, I will Sacred Flame.
Ooh.
So that's a dex save.
Dex
The
save.
books.
How dexterous are you, books? They are 10
Ooh, that's a
dexterous.
fail.
That is a fail, okay. So what are we looking at here?
Let me see if it'll roll it. Yep, 3
That's-
damage.
3 radiant damage. Okay, so yeah, you kind of hold up your hands, summon the godly connection within you, and you produce a flame that jets out towards the books. One of them kind of gets caught up in the flames and kind of clatters to the floor and gets burned up by the radiant energies you produced.
And then I'll go stand in front of it.
Right on. Okay.
And that is
yeah.
your turn.
Alright, so yeah, you kind of hear a noodling and a meowing from over here. And The cat kind of comes down the corridor curious as to what the ruckus is. It kind of looks up at you, Azza, and kind of meows curiously at you. And then it is your turn.
I would take my spot.
How high are these bookshelves? They're like full height?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
You said they were like walls, so I'm just assuming full cover.
Yeah, probably.
No moving through and
yeah, no moving
no shooting
through. You could climb up it, but it seems. Let's say it goes floor to ceiling, and I believe the ceilings are like 15 feet high, maybe.
I get a look at my opponent for the first time. My hand switches from the hilt of one great sword on my back to another, and as I draw a great sword with a silver sheen to it, and well, since I can't stand where Salam's standing, I'll have to go the long way around. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'll dash.
Okay.
Thanks, Salam.
Sorry, I was just trying to get its attention so it attacked me instead of somebody else.
Yeah.
You knew what the initiative was.
Okay, over to the swarm of books. The swarm of books kind of like angrily flutter and rustle their pages in your general direction, and then they rush towards Salam and kind of just batter you with their mass. Okay, so let's take a look here. So they kind of just set upon you with their mass. So we've got a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that hits for 6 bludgeoning damage as just a flurry of books kind of just start pelting you in your whole body. Sacred Flame.
I don't know why I did that.
That's fine.
I have literally no idea. I was typing my new health in and then it rolled that.
That's
Misfire.
fine.
Misfire.
That's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, so yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so, and then, yeah, so you're just kind of pelted by these books, and then we go back to the top of the turn order to Kane.
Alright, Kane's going to go ahead and run down. He sees Roladino on the desk. He's going to kind of tip his hat as he walks by him.
Oh, has he put on his mask?
Oh, yes. The moment he was running out the room, said goodbye to the room, donned his mask on.
Okay.
He's going to put one hand over Salam's shoulder and fire a firebolt with the pistol gun.
Ooh. Okay. So yeah, 22 definitely hits. So yeah, you kind of finger guns and send a bolt of fire streaking over to the swarm of books. You see the firebolt hit one of the books square on, and you see it very, very quickly burn straight through it and hit a number of books behind it. You see that this attack was very effective. Oh, in fact, yeah, it was so effective, you got the rest of the books. So yeah, how do you want to defeat the books with your firebolt?
He'll wait for the one that looks like the head, and he's just gonna fire really slow, and you're gonna see the firebolt hit the book and just burn it down, and they're just gonna crumble before Azaz's feet.
Yeah, they burn up super quickly. Yeah, you kind of come to the realization that these paper books must be weak to fire. So yeah, you defeat them, they all clatter to the ground, burnt up, or perhaps you severed the head and the magic fades. And then we end the combat.
What the hell, Mittens? I told you to stay over there.
God damn cat.
Well, now that cat is more loyal than most dogs. How you feeling there, Salam?
This one is not feeling great.
I think we weren't supposed to destroy books.
I think that was only inside Candlekeep. We're clearly somewhere else.
Gotcha. Yeah, just in case, let's not mention this part.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Go for it.
Yeah, that fucking hurt.
Just getting slammed by a bunch of books, yeah.
You need more than just heavy armor to survive. You'll need the fortitude. I'll take the space that the books were in, stamping out any lingering embers.
Yeah.
And I'll examine. They came from a shelf?
They kind of came from a desk. There was just like a pile of books on the desk and chairs. Okay. So yeah, kind of again looking around. So this room contains, no, not that room, the other room. This is this room. So tall shelves full of books line the walls of this room. 2 more shelves in the middle of the room, with a 10-foot aisle between them. Several stacks of books are piled high throughout the room. There are small reading desks with cozy scarlet chairs in the corners. So yeah, just one of the tables had like a mass of books on the table and chair, which turned into the swarm of books which attacked you.
I'm going to examine the desk they came from.
Yeah, sure. You kind of just rifle through the mess, and you kind of come across 2 things. So on the desk, it's still on the desk. It didn't get knocked down when the books kind of swarmed up. You find a very fancy jeweled letter opener. It looks very fancy, possibly so fancy it's worth 20 gold pieces.
I actually offer it to Salam. I don't know if you get many missives, but for your trouble. Perhaps this nice tiny emerald will ease your bruises.
This one appreciates the gesture, but we can sell that as a group and split the money if you'd like.
As a group?
I believe Ozzy said that he didn't want money, so the rest of us could split it.
I'm thinking he's kind of sweet on you.
Yeah.
Very kind gesture.
Kane, with that perception, you're kind of still kind of traumatized by the swarm of books, I guess, so you can't really take in the room. Yeah, kind of looking over here though, there is a nice kind of gentle lavender purpley kind of light spilling in through the window and kind of lighting up this bookshelf very nicely.
I'll
yeah,
peer through the window, and then I'll peer back on the bookshelf and see if any books stand out there in the light.
Okay, kind of looking out outside, yeah. So yeah, you kind of just look out and just see like a lavender miasma void kind of thing that just seems to go on forever and ever. And then you kind of look back, indigo actually, not lavender, indigo miasma. So yeah, you kind of look back onto the bookshelf and you kind of glance over it, and there is one particular book that's kind of like poking out slightly and kind of looks maybe a bit more important than the other books. Kind of on the subjects of arcana, natural science, religion, and so on. But yeah, there's one that kind of like sticks out in particular.
I'll slowly reach out to it and then look at my hand, trying to figure out how much I value it, and then shrug my shoulders and gently tug on the book.
Okay. So you gently tug on it, and it kind of comes out out of the bookshelf with a satisfying slide. And yeah, you kind of look it over, and yeah, it's a nice book. It kind of stands out. It has a distinct kind of look and pattern about it, and kind of on the spine is a very nice letter R.
Got it. Yeah, I'll try and page through it and see if I find any scepters. Fuck, we need to get out of here. I forgot.
Nothing about scepters or anything. It's just kind of like
Sure.
general notes.
I'll
open the door to the balcony.
All right, yeah, you
Head
open
outside.
up and step on out. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a semicircular patio paved with grey flagstones nestled against a building, lit by the swirling indigo miasma that surrounds the entire mansion and just seems to go on forever and ever and ever and ever.
I'm going to.
The density of the miasma seems to kind of it becomes more intense about 20 feet from the building. So maybe there's some sort of bubble, or it's just less intense here. But yeah.
I don't have much to lose, so I'm gonna light up a torch. I'm just gonna drop it over the edge and just watch it fall.
Yeah, you do just that. You kind of just watch it fall, and it kind of just gets swallowed up by the kind of indigo miasma about 20 feet out from the mansion.
Well, that's not how I'm getting out.
Mm-hmm.
I go back inside.
Okay.
There's nothing below us on the outside the balcony. There's nothing below us.
Rollo's gonna stick that book in his pack. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
he can get some money for it in the keep or something.
Maybe.
Did you hang on to that dagger so long? Like in your inventory list, so we don't forget it.
We could create like a shared document for inventory, as in general loot, if you wanted.
What dagger?
Oh,
The letter opener.
Oh, the letter opener.
Yeah. We can talk about that like after the session if you
Sounds
want.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
definitely.
if you want to just do it yourselves, or if you want to create a shared doc or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll note it for now on mine, and we'll figure it out after.
I've got it written down, so.
Okay. Awesome.
Well, shall we continue?
Yeah, suppose so.
There was a door on the other side of the broom.
Was it a door or a window?
That's a window.
Actually, shit.
That's alright.
Really
Yeah.
having trouble with walls and
You can see the
doors
light
and
kind of like
windows.
pouring through it, the kind of indigo light. It's subtle, but there's the kind of like light effect there.
Kane's gonna ask the broom if it would like to accompany them.
It kind of vibrates angrily and kind of starts furiously cleaning.
This room will take a century to fix. Let's give it no delays.
What was like marking the floor in this training room kind of thing?
Let's double check that. I think it was just general scorch marks. Let's see. The floor is
Magic.
stained and scorched. Yeah, so some sort of fire or something.
Yeah, could I quickly investigate those scorch marks just to try and see if
Yeah.
we can get a sense of what caused it?
Go for it.
Oops. Oh, perfect.
You're not entirely sure, but whatever it was probably produced enough heat to kind of scorch the kind of flooring.
Interesting.
Mm.
Cool. Yeah, and I will follow the group. Mittens, get your ass back here.
He's around. I'll move him as I do, but yeah, essentially he's like sticking with you. Looks like another door has been opened up here. So yeah, we gonna look into this room here. Yeah, down over here. So looking inside, the aromas of cooking permeate this. Clearly, it's a kitchen. Yes, a large iron stove takes up one wall, and the rest of the room is filled with large tables and racks lined with hanging pots, pans, and cooking utensils. Everything is sparkling clean. Yeah, with flapping of wings, two small forms land on the nearest table. Sorry, they bow low before you and ask, "How can we help you?" To our honored guests, cooking, cleaning, mending your clothes, perhaps.
That is quite the offer. This one is humbled. I don't think that I particularly need anything at this moment, however. Do any of you? And I turn to everyone.
Got chicken?
Directions? Can they give us directions to get the hell out of here?
Yes. Would you know how we could get out of this place?
Get out, you say? I don't know much about that. Master would come and go as they did. We are generally confined to the kitchen and the dining room, so we have never left, as you said. One of them answers with that, and the other one starts preparing. Was it chicken someone wanted?
Chicken. On the
Yeah.
bone.
Yeah, they kind of just, one of them answers as I just did, the other kind of starts preparing some chicken for you, and like the smell of it starts wafting towards you, and perhaps your stomach rumbles loudly in anticipation.
Hey, it'd be rude to say no. They offered, and I'm hungry.
Oh, you're gonna wake up naked somewhere?
What was that, sir?
Are you insisting that our hosts are duplicitous?
Ooh, we are not the hosts, we are the servants. The hosts, the masters went away a long time ago.
What can you tell us about the master?
Ah, yes. I, one of them says, was created by Fistandia. And the other one says, I was created by a mage named Freyot. So you have Fistandia and... Ooh, that's in a language. There we go. There we go. Freyot. Freya? The T might be silent, we're not sure. But yes. You could do Arcana check to see what they are.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. You definitely recognize these as homunculi. So I did the picture for you. That does have like the name written on it. But yeah, so yeah, these are. But yeah, anyway, so these are definitely homunculi. And with a 20, you definitely know that only one homunculi can be made by one mage at a time, I believe. So that definitely tracks with them saying that each of them was made by a separate creator.
So if Fistantia is the keeper of the mansion, who's Freya?
Ah, Freya, they were the friends of the owner. Came often for book reading sessions, or the books, don't know what they are. Can't touch them, they said. Oh no. But yes, sleepovers, eatings, and readings, lots of reading.
And they've been gone for a while now?
Yes. In the planetarium, perhaps? I don't know, but yes, they have been gone for a long time.
And so you don't know the way out, is what you're telling me.
No, we know the kitchen and the dining room.
Where's the dining room then?
Over there. They kind of point to the door over here.
One room's as good as another, guys?
Yeah, we haven't been inside for quite some time. No guests, you know.
If you'd like to announce us and lead us in, that'd be fantastic.
Yes, very well. So they kind of flutter and cartwheel over to the door. They kind of knock it open and say, "Announcing the guests!" And they all start clapping.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. So let's have Mittens follow Rolo as well.
Apart
Okay.
from this disturbing miasma, this is actually quite lovely.
One last thing, Construct. What do you know about Mittens? Mittens won't stop following us.
It's one of the master's cats. Quite partial to them. I believe they had 4 cats roaming around. More freedom than us, I suppose, but nevertheless. So yes, you enter the dining room. Large windows form the entirety of one wall, looking out on 3 planted beds filled with vegetation. Within this room, a crystal chandelier hangs above a table made of dark wood. 6 matching wooden chairs with scarlet cushions surround the table. A 7th chair sits alone in the far corner. And yeah, there's also quite a few nice looking tapestries kind of dotted around the room depicting some grapevines and the process of making what looks to be wine.
Is everything well kept or is it covered in dust?
It seems relatively well kept, but not. It looks as if it hasn't been disturbed for quite some time. I mean, are you looking at a specific part or what?
Kane would just like start rubbing his finger on like the top of the chairs and stuff like that.
Which chairs are we talking about? Can you ping them for me? Yeah. Yeah. So you kind of rub your finger along that one, and there's some kind of dust, but not a massive amount. So it looks like there has been kind of movement in the room, but yeah. So there has been some movement, so yeah, it's not kind of been left for an age. So you kind of look at that one in the corner there.
Rolo will call back to the homunculi. Did your master used to host a lot of dinners here?
At a time. Yes, mostly just the 2 though. There weren't too many guests. In fact, you've probably the most guests we have at once, I would say.
Ever?
Ever.
Ever, never?
Chicken's ready. And one of them kind of flies in and kind of sets some chicken onto the table. Kind of looking at the table now, you kind of see that it's there's quite it's quite a nice table, and there's like an accompanying kind of spread of like nice looking silverware that would probably service about 6 people.
If we're gonna chow down, that's fine, but even though the master hasn't been here in a long time, I don't want to be here when they get back. Yeah, Rolo will just like rip off a drumstick and kind of walk around eating it.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of
bits
like
on the floor and whatnot.
So you kind of reach over and grab that, and as you kind of drop bits, Mittens kind of follows you around, kind of picking up the scraps and eating them. What's the rest of you doing?
The same actually. I'll take a drumstick as well as a knife to carve out a piece of breast, and I'll eat as I work.
Okay, so
Salam does not feel he deserves food yet, so he's not taking any.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of roam the room, eating chicken. Those who do Salam, you kind of just do you. You do you. Look out the window.
Yeah,
look around.
I just look around the room for like anything out of place or anything that might be interesting.
Yeah, roll perception.
Rolo's gonna plop down on the chair in the corner, kind of kick his feet up.
Okay, yeah, the cat kind of follows you and as you do that, and kind of looks at you expectantly. 12 perception. No, you don't really notice anything in particular right now.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing?
I'll be with homunculus again.
Mm-hmm.
Swallowing a piece of chicken foot. Tastes good. But what's in the next room over here?
Ah, that is the supplies room. The what's it called?
A pantry.
Pantry. Yeah, it's a pantry. Ah, that is our fully stocked pantry. Flour, vegetables, preserved meats, the
Oh,
usuals.
I'll leave it be. Thank you.
Okay.
Do you tend that garden yourselves?
No, that is not for us to do.
I think the
So,
staircase is
yeah,
the
Rolo,
last place to go.
yeah, have you kind of exited there?
Yeah, I'll come back
Okay.
into the kitchen.
Yeah, as you're kind of exiting, everyone in the room, can you roll perception for me, please?
Oh no.
Don't tell me I sat in something.
I've got line of sight into the room.
No dice. So yeah, Salam, you kind of notice the chair here. It starts to wriggle and shake and kind of start moving towards the cat as it follows Rolo out. So let's put the cat kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like on top of Rolo then. So it's kind of following you out, and then the chair kind of starts shivering and moving towards the cat.
Unawares, Rolo would just continue to walk out.
Guys, the chair's doing something strange.
It's a chair, Salam. What are you? And Rolo will turn back and see it kind of.
Yeah, you kind of see it. It's kind of like, it's kind of bearing down upon the cat now. So yes, we shall roll initiative then, as you see this thing kind of bear down upon the cat.
Would there have been any chance of me like being able to try to grab it or something?
What, the chair from where you are?
Yeah.
Not from where you are, because it's this chair over here. So yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
This chair is going to take a swing at the cat, and it's gonna
the fuck?
It's gonna try and have a go at the cat, and then we will roll
I think
initiative.
I know why the cat was locked into that room. This place is a hellhole.
Holy crap! We're about to witness a hate crime.
Okay, the cat got gobbled, and then we will roll initiative.
Gobbled? No! What the hell does gobbled mean?
Is the cat dead?
The cat is dead.
Oh fuck!
Fuck mittens!
All right, let me put you guys in combat.
No, I sat on the one in the corner.
Okay.
Roll initiative yet?
Cut the cat. Cut the cat out of the chair. There it is. You know why it's a 20? Because I'm gonna cut mittens out of there.
It was sitting on the 18 and then flipped to the 2 like at the last second.
Rolo, I haven't got initiative for you. Did you roll it already?
Oh yeah, you got. I probably rolled it too early.
You got a 7 now. All right, I'll update that. So let's update this.
Once again, people are in the way.
7.
Yeah, very tight quarters.
Okay, we will begin combat here. So we start off with Azza. So yeah, you kind of hear maybe some cries out of dismay and sadness. Perhaps there's a chomping sound. Yes, but yes, you very much do see the mimic.
Drawing my silver sword, I come this way. The worst part about delay is I could say I wait till Rolo moves, but technically delay is for an action, not the movement.
Right.
So, Rolo, move! That literally ends my turn. I can't get close enough to attack this turn.
Okay. Alright, we go over to Kane then.
I suppose I'll take the dodge action.
Look, Kane does not like being this close, so he's going to take the disengage action.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna run over to where Salam is.
Yeah. So as you kind of disengage and run away, you just see like just teeth and a face and eyes and a tongue kind of just start sprouting out of the chair. You see the wood kind of ripple and move in unnatural ways, and it starts to just like just gyrate and move in a disturbing manner.
Oh, that'll be my turn. Ugh.
And then we go over to the mimic, who kind of looks over to the nearest one, which is Rolo, and kind of just lashes out to attack.
Oh.
So 9, that's gonna miss, I believe.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was thinking advantage for some reason.
Yeah, so yeah, it kind of just moves in to grab you, but you deftly kind of duck out the way, and it misses. And then it is your turn.
Rolo will. Yeah, fuck it. So he will jam the crossbow right in front of the monstrous chair and let loose. With crossbow expert, I don't take disadvantage attacking in melee.
Right. Alright. Roll away, good sir. 21 definitely hits. Good lord. For 6 piercing damage. Okay, so you you just raise your crossbow as you explained, and the bolt just goes straight into this creature, and you kind of see it kind of just like settle in there, but it kind of just moves around as well as the kind of like wooden skin kind of just like quivers and moves.
And in silence, I will quickly pull the crossbow back and kind of get into an upright pose and let loose with a bonus action.
9 will not hit.
And I will draw an attack of opportunity trying to move back.
Okay, so it'll try and lash out at you again. 11.
Oof, miss.
That's a miss. Okay. And then we go over to Salam.
Yeah, I'll do Sacred Flame. So, Dex saving throw.
Yep, Dex saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
God damn.
Yeah, that is a dexterous mimic.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, it quickly changes its shape to kind of avoid the flames you kind of spray out. Okay.
And then I will move around and get closer to it.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, over to Azza then.
Alright. At his turn, moves up, fearless, taking his quote-unquote silver sword, and...
Is it not a silver sword then?
I can't afford silver.
Okay.
It's thematic.
It's like faux silver.
It's thematic.
Okay.
It's painted.
Mm.
And, I go to, I chop at one of the legs. Wait, where's the thing to press on this again? In fact, where did I put my character sheet?
Just double click
on.
on your token and it'll come up.
Right.
And then go to your inventory and just mouse over the picture of your weapon, and it'll turn into a D20. And then you just click on that.
Wait, come on. There we go.
Nope. There we go. 19. That's going to hit for 6 slashing damage. So you kind of start hacking away at the leg, and you see the skin get broken, but it is minimal damage. But it is still
6.
damage nonetheless.
Is that right? I thought I rolled a 3.
I see you rolled a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
And
Is this thing
add-
vulnerable to slashing? I'm just wondering if the system's working.
I don't know.
You
I'm going off what is kind of done in the chat log.
Yeah, I see a rolled 1, a rolled 2, plus 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not right?
Oh my god, yeah. My mod is 3. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There you go.
Keep going.
Okay. So if that's all of your turn, we'll move over to Kane then.
Come to D&D.
All right, Kane's seen everybody fighting. He's gonna run around.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna like put his back up against the table, turn around, and finger cannon shoot it with a firebolt.
Go for it. Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit. You send a clean bolt straight across over the table, and it hits the mimic in what you presume is the back of it, and it kind of leaves a very perfectly circular scorch mark there.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. So we go over to the mimic. Let's see who did the most damage to it. That is within distance. Yeah, that will be Azza, I believe. So it will rear on up and open its jaw wide, and then even wider. You kind of hear it kind of cricking and cracking as it kind of just makes it more big enough to chomp on down, and it will bite you if it hits.
I'm ready, I think. Hell yeah, ready.
So that is a critical fail from it. It opens its jaw too wide, and its jaw kind of just disconnects, and it kind of just slumps onto the floor. And the top half of the jaw kind of just like brushes up against you, but since the bottom jaw is not in action, you kind of just stood there, just kind of like expecting damage.
I give a quick punch to its uvula.
Yeah, you kind of like shatter.
Back
You
off,
kind of just
freak.
like, what is it? The hanging thing with the spinning of the
Yeah,
fists.
uvula.
Yeah, like with the sack, boxing sack thing. Yeah, but you do that basically to the uvula. Good. All right. So yeah, that's a solid miss, and we go over to Rolo.
Rolo will kind of shove the homunculus as he comes up behind Azza and will attempt to try and shoot around him.
Go for it. That results in 11, which misses, unfortunately.
And in a little bit of frustration, he'll growl and let loose with a lightning fast second follow-up. Good God.
12. That just about hits.
Woo!
For, let's see, 9 damage. Nice. So yeah, this one lands cleanly, and you see a manner of blood innards kind of just start leaking out around where the arrow has penetrated. The bolt has penetrated, sorry. And it is not looking good. It is starting to kind of make sad mimic noises and kind of slosh around in a sloppy fashion. Over to Salam.
Be gone, beast, and I will sacred flame.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving throw coming up.
That's
11. That's a fail. Yep. What are we looking at? That is 5
damage.
Okay, so you just cover it in this radiant energy that licks and burns away at the mimic, and it is shuddering and what you presume to be screaming, but it is still just about hanging on. Anything else?
No.
Alright,
That's it.
over to Azza.
Let's do this again. Hi-ya!
You miss quite spectacularly. You swing. You maybe your sword kind of gets lodged in the frame of the door. You kind of misjudged the size of the door frame and the length of your sword. Oh, I like how silver is in quotation marks there. I didn't notice that. Very good. Okay, so yeah, that is a miss.
Yikes.
Okay, if nothing else, we move over to Kane then.
Nothing else.
Firebolt.
Okay, 26. Alright, so how do you finish off this mimic?
I'm shaking my head watching the weak display of Azza, and I just shoot it so it goes right through the mimic's, like the back of what its head would be, and it flies just past Azza's face.
Yeah, solid shot. Yeah, the mimic shudders, lets out a final whimper, and dies. That is a failure of a mimic. What was that? 3 attacks, they all missed. Oh
It
well.
killed the cat.
It killed the cat, yeah. It kind of coughs
No.
up. It kind of coughs up the kind of like the collar, and then it dies.
No, the cat leaps out of its mouth.
The
A
cat,
bit of it, maybe a leg.
the cat lives
a
on in
bit-
your memories.
A bit ruffled and irritable.
Rollo's gonna turn around and level his crossbow at the homunculus behind him. Why didn't you tell us about the mimic?
What mimic?
The one that just ate the fucking cat.
Didn't know about no mimic.
Oh, your master's gonna be so mad that you let her cat get eaten.
Ah, fuck. Hide the
Yeah,
body.
you
hide
deal
the-
with that.
They kind of like rush past you and start kind of like trying to clean up the mess.
Well, that's depressing.
Don't need to upset them. They're stuck in here forever.
I don't care about upsetting them. They almost got us eaten.
Well, did we get eaten?
Definitely not, but there was an opportunity.
Your second cousin got you, and I thought you would be more distressed.
Not better him than me.
Agreed.
Okay.
Let's get the hell out of here.
There's
No
still
thanks to those
Thursdays.
stupid constructs.
I'm taking point. You people get in my way.
Let me just see if I've missed anything for you guys.
Oh, did anyone search the mimic? Is there anything we can look for in there?
He was a chair.
Yeah, did the chair have anything on it?
Did it cough up a rupee?
That happens from time to time. Oh,
Okay, nothing in the kitchen. Mimic. Nothing on the mimic. The only thing of observable value would be the silverware on the table.
Okay.
I can live without pilfering through someone's silverware.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
unless it's real silver, then I can perhaps use it to
Melt
fight
it.
off magical threats.
Just like tape it to your silvered a great sword.
Yeah, let's check out upstairs then.
Yeah,
Unless
so
we
there
want to
are.
inspect the garden before we go.
There's the stairs going up, and then the door on the far end of this side of the corridor.
We might as well give the garden a quick gaze just while we're down here, right?
Yeah, we might as well.
Okay. Where are
Did
we?
Azza say he wanted to go first?
Yes. Don't get in my way.
Go tell me about the nature of the plan, Cesar.
I'm going to get. I keep forgetting to do this.
Uh-oh.
I am going to give. Fuck it, myself.
How selfish.
Selfish.
Vigilant blessing. So I get advantage on the next initiative roll. that I make.
Okay.
Good supporter.
I got low dex, all right.
And yeah, we'll let Azza go through.
cat
Oops.
with low dex. Disappointing.
Oz, you want to come up to the front?
Yeah, so you're gonna
I'm
pop
gonna
over.
go if you don't come, like right now.
That's
Wow.
that's not the front. That's the rear.
Okay, fine, I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay, so you step on out, and you will get a description as soon as I finish pouring some wine.
Oh,
Yeah,
was,
I do need another drink.
I mean, if you want to take a break, we can.
I just need like literally 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah.
1 second.
Alright, I'll got my wine, so I'll describe away. So you kind of step out onto here, looking around. This end of the building is an arboretum. I can speak. It's this word. That is in.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, yeah, why have I said it in fucking... Oh, whatever. It's a place, arboretum, with open arched walls. Flowering shrubs and small trees grow between paved paths that meet in a semicircular patio. There is no sun, but two glowing globes hang above the plants, bathing them in light. There are colourful blossoms everywhere, filling the air with their perfume. So you kind of step on
It's
out.
like a magical greenhouse.
Kind of, yeah, there are definitely two distinct kind of floating orbs of light there.
Oh, I thought this was part of the dining room. That they're connected.
And there's the giant window wall that kind of looks out onto this place. Yeah. Okay, so Salam, as you kind of step out into there, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please? Okay, so you kind of feel this kind of breath of kind of euphoria or ecstasy kind of wash it over you. However, you very quickly kind of shake it off. But
Everyone stay. There's something not right out here.
Something definitely just washed over you, but you were able to shake it off. And you kind of hear...
I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
You kind of hear the faintest of a giggle, and then this kind of like disappointed like tut. And it says, "Oh, this one's no fun. How about the others?" And then Rolo, can you make
leave my companions alone? No, damn.
Can you make a what was it? A wisdom saving throw, please, Rolo, if you're here.
I didn't get the chance to talk to it or anything before it did cast again.
You didn't get a chance to talk to that, but I don't know. Maybe there's more than one. Who knows? So yeah, once Boros gets back, he can do a roll. Everyone having a good time while we're waiting?
Oh yeah.
I found out. I decided to look over the settings and I found out you can actually just uncheck mark a box that
For...
pans to you when you chat.
Oh, okay. That's
you
a
can
good...
literally turn that off in game settings.
I'm here.
I will
Okay.
say being level 1 is fucking rough. Only having 2 spell slots is fucking the worst.
Okay, Boros, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, so you kind of feel the edge of euphoria kind of like creeping over you, however you quickly kind of shake it off. And just like before, you kind of hear this giggle quickly followed by a disappointed tut.
And I felt that after I crossed the threshold?
Yeah, and you also see Salam kind of like running back, telling you all to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, so you kind of turn and head on back in.
Salam, did you hear that?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay, as you kind of retreat back inside, you swear you hear someone call you a stinky, boring loser face.
I heard.
I will not stand for a child calling me a boring, stinky loser face,
Uh-huh.
and I will march back.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Who said that? Show yourself. And he's like pointing his crossbow in every direction.
there's a little giggle and says, "Oh, if I showed you myself, there would be the fun in that." And you kind of see in front of you, let's see. So you kind of see you see an exact copy of yourself kind of appear before you and say, "Rah, rah, rah, I'm a little man. Rah, 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 rah. Why don't you show yourself?"
I am not little, and I'll let loose a quarrel at myself, I guess.
Okay, so you kind of shoot and it just goes straight through it and kind of just sails off over the edge of the balcony, and then there's just like what sounds like two creatures kind of laughing hysterically at you.
I showed you. I'm not little. Show yourself again. I'll get you with another one.
Shan't.
This is...
Rollo's like veins are bulging in his head.
Okay, let's see.
He's gonna just like start shooting into the plants and shit.
Okay, so you do that, and then you will need to make a wisdom saving throw. Let's see, what is the save? Where is it gonna be? DC 30. Oh yeah, you hit the nail on the head. So you kind of feel your body start to change, but you kind of tense yourself with like the rage and frustration, and you kind of just stop the magic from what you feel like to be kind of manipulating and shifting your body around.
I bet you're short, and that'll show you.
Okay, and you turn around.
Cowards.
And you kind of
slam the door behind me as hard as I can.
Okay. Alright, so you slam the door and walk on off.
I got them, guys. Don't worry. They'll never insult you all again.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of
Thank
hear you kind of
for defending our honor.
yeah, you hear the giggling, and then you kind of just walk away.
Y'all can hear Rollo like reciting something under his breath.
Ooh. Okay, so you guys go up the stairs then. Let's see. Where is that? Let me see. So up to M10. Okay, so I'll just line you all up and then kind of drag you to where you will go. So hold, please.
Hold on to your butts.
Shoot. So you kind of head on up some stairs to the next area. Let's see, and I'll explain what you see. So heading up the stairs. So the landing at the top of the stairs is occupied by a suit of armor holding a long sword point down. It sits upon a wooden stand in front of a large window. The armor is clearly decorative, though the helmet and sword do look like they might be made of genuine good quality. So you kind of come up the stairs to that site.
Might be real. Or it might be animated. Seems like half the furniture here is animated.
Mm.
Yeah, be sure to chop down every chair you see.
Well, if it's animated, we should take the sword from it now, before it does.
I'll do it. I'm pretty ripped, as you can tell. Give a nice flex.
Yeah, roll at athletics to flex.
Flex.
Yeah, you're fucking ripped. Yeah, that kind of like jaunt up the stairs kind of really got you a sick pump in your calves, and they're kind of just like bulging against your clothes or armor. So yeah, very good. You're pretty swole.
I look like the picture, except I didn't skip leg day.
Every day is leg day for you.
By picture, I meant the athletics picture.
Alright, yeah.
I realized that wasn't clear.
That's fine, but yeah, you are definitely very swole.
Alright. I attempt to take the sword.
Alright, you head on over to the kind of armor, the suit of armor kind of there, and you reach out and grasp hold of the longsword. And you just pull it.
Pull it.
Do you just pull it out, or do you try and like gingerly kind of take it out of its grasp?
No, in case it's alive, I want to give it a firm grasp.
So you grasp it firmly and kind of yank it. As you yank it away, the kind of gauntlets kind of come loose and kind of clatter to the floor.
I knew that was a possibility, but I decided this was more important.
So yeah, you kind of grab yourself a longsword.
Alright, it's disarmed. Does anyone actually want this thing? It's good quality.
It is
but
good quality.
I prefer the heft of a great sword myself. I'm just looking at these people. I don't know if any of these people look like the longsword types.
It's more than half my size, so probably not.
I'll just loosen my belt one notch and then slip the sword in the new space.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's say the
I could
suit.
technically use a longsword.
I mean, if
Do
you
you
want
want
to, yeah.
No, I'm good. Unless it's like masterwork or something.
No. Let's also say the suit of armor had a scabbard, so you're not just got you don't have just like a loose longsword tucked into a normal ass belt.
What? Why not?
I mean, if you
Simprov.
want to, you can give up on the you can pass on the scabbard.
If it has a scabbard, it has a scabbard.
Okay.
Alright. I've got a door next to me.
Yeah.
Alright. Hallway. This
Yeah.
way. 2 more doors.
Give it a gander. We're here right behind you, Asa.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah, it's just a normal ass short hallway.
Open the next door. Oh, wow.
Okay,
This one's an acquired taste.
Yeah, looking in here, you see a scene up before you. Each corner of this pleasant parlor has a scarlet armchair and a reading table piled high with books. A cheery fire burns in the fireplace. A pair of swords sit in a rack above said fireplace, and the heads of various animals are mounted on the walls. Looking at the mounted heads, there's a stag, a wolf, a periton, and a hellhound. Oh, and a black dragon wormling as well.
I've taken trophies in my time, but this does seem a little macabre.
Seems like a shrine.
Didn't you say it was just like a den?
Yeah, kind of trophy room, parlor kind of thing.
There's an open book here, so I suppose I'll see if it's relevant.
Yeah,
I'll start investigating the room, the heads, the chairs, and stuff. After he looks at them.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of glance at the book and it's open on a page, but kind of like looking at it, it does seem to be of a similar kind of design and theme to the one that was previously found, presuming that Rolo, I believe, found it, shared it with the group.
Oh yeah, the book with the letter R etched into it.
So it's a similar kind of design and pattern to that book, and it's kind of just sat there on the table.
Does it have its own letter etched into it? Like we're going to be putting these together to solve a puzzle?
You don't know because it's kind of sat on the table, kind of cover down, open on a random page. And regarding Rolo kind of investigating the room, You kind of look around. The heads are quite purely decorative. The main thing that kind of draws your attention is the fact that for some reason there's no actual heat coming from the fire in the hearth.
Interesting. Oh, bless me.
You are blessed.
Do you feel that, Salam? And Rolo will come up and put his hand to the fire.
Yeah, there's definitely no heat coming off that thing.
Yes, it's strange.
Kane, can you magic this fireplace? There's something going on here.
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
You know, just magic it.
That's not really how it works.
Come on, man, just magic it.
If we stop and take 10 minutes, I could detect magic and see what type of magic it is.
I wonder if you'd go blind in this magic mansion.
Can I roll like Arcana real quick and see? Because I have a suspicion out of character what it is.
Yeah, roll Arcana for that.
You're letting your out-of-character feelings influence your character's decision? That's
No.
a little too meta for me, bro.
No.
So 22, a natural 20. So
I just think it's Arcana thing.
you
See
can
nothing
probably assume that
I agree.
based on the fact that you can see this, but you can't feel the normal heat of a fire, it's more than likely just an illusion
Continual
of
flame.
a fire.
else. There is a spell known by some wizards known as Continual Flame. It doesn't produce heat. I've served with. I've fought aside spellcasters, and I've seen this spell before.
Yes. So it's purely illusionary.
It is magic, but nothing. Nothing extraordinary.
Mm.
Why don't you poke around in there if you're so sure it's not real?
Okay, he's very confident it's not real. So,
Yeah,
well, he gets on his knees and then he looks back with a confusion. It's like, wait, what am I looking for?
You-
Non-fire things.
Whatever. I'll put my hand up and I'll feel the bricks in the chimney and I'll see if there's anything loose, like like a hidden spot.
So
sure.
yeah, there's definitely no heat coming from the fire, and you kind of snoop around in there, and there doesn't seem to be anything loose, and it looks like Kane has done the magic as requested. So what are you doing with that?
I'm gonna make Az's shadow grow a size larger behind him
Mm-hmm.
without him knowing. So when he turns around, he'll be surprised.
Okay.
I mean, is it just gonna be my shadow, or
It's gonna
I don't
be
really
big.
understand. So is it like solid? I mean, is it like I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Manipulate shadow belonging to a creature, blah blah blah. Several forms, making it act out. So you could make it do something. That's not what they're doing.
I mean, it's still on the wall, right?
It
Or on the
goes across the floor and up the wall. He said he made it larger, so I don't know how observant or knowledgeable you are of shadows, but it would be bigger than normal, I guess. A little jump scare, I guess. Duh.
Sure. I am literally right next to a fire, so perhaps goes from half the room to all the room.
Mm.
And I just move out of the way.
Rolo will take his newly found dagger and try and flip the book that's on the stand closed and see if I can get a look at the spine.
Okay, so you kind of winkle the dagger underneath the cover of the book and kind of flip it over. As you do this, you hear a violent rattling, and the two swords upon the wall kind of spring to life and start coming towards you, and we will roll for initiative.
Azza, what did you do?
Okay, roll initiative.
I look at you completely unamused as you have your dagger on the spine. Well, this should be fun.
Okay, so we begin combat, and Salam goes first.
Yeah, I'll just do a Sacred Flame on the one in front of Rolo.
Yep. Okay, dexterity save.
Well, for some reason it rolled my initiative twice and overrode it.
What was the first one?
23.
Fuck.
It's fine. I'll take the one that I got.
Okay, if you're all right with that. I mean,
Yeah.
I can do 17, so you would go after Salam.
Sure, that's fine with you.
Yeah, I'll update that to 17 then.
23, pretty big dodge.
Okay,
I was
so
hoping that the natural 3 would be the first roll, but it wasn't.
Yeah, you never know when it hits the table.
all right, so yeah, it is very very zippy and zoopy as it kind of whisks around and quickly dodges your sacred flame.
Yeah.
You kind of maybe die a little on the inside as every time you kind of waste that sacred juice on nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
maybe
not fun.
maybe I'm projecting onto you there, but I don't know. Yes. All right. Over to Rolo. Sacred juice. Yes.
Cool. Yeah, Rolo will flip the dagger down into his pack and at the same time level his crossbow and let loose at the sword in front of him.
Yep. Okay, 13 misses, unfortunately.
God, help!
It kind of deflects it quite easily and deftly, and it kind of clatters to the floor.
And I'll let loose again.
Yeah, that one's gonna hit. Yeah, so this one definitely hits this time, and you kind of see some of the metal of the sword kind of chipped off for 7 piercing damage.
Azza, save me! This is your fault. And I'll draw an attack of opportunity.
Okay, yeah, it will attack on you.
Take some responsibility for yourself, you damn halfling.
That's gonna miss. I thought, are you a halfling or a gnome? I don't know.
Technically from
gnome.
custom origin, but it's
Yeah.
of gnomish descent.
Okay, yeah.
He's a gnome. I'm just being an ass.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you kind of dodge that opportunity attack and as you kind of scurry away. And then we go over to this sword's turn, and it will pursue you. So it will follow. It's still within range, so no one gets any attack opportunities. So it will attack you with its self for a 20. Yeah. 20 will hit for 3 damage as it kind of slashes you.
Ah.
And then we go over to Kane. Kind of just chilling out there.
Alright, I'm going to... Fuck. I'm going to aim at
Whoa.
the farthest one.
So that's the one in the far corner, yeah?
Yes. Firebolt.
Alright. Classic.
Classic.
25 definitely hits for 10 fire damage. So you kind of send a very substantial firebolt careening across the room that impacts with the sword, and you see the metal kind of warp and kind of get scorched and damaged in quite a significant way. You landed some serious damage there.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. Over to Azza.
I think his damage dice is rigged.
Maybe.
Alright. Silver sword. Here. As I half pirouette, bring the sword down and try to just break the steel of this magic sword in half with my great heft.
Nice.
Hefty. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy.
9. So there's a lot of heft and weight behind it, but it misses. And you kind of leave a solid dent in the floor, though. So your attack... What?
The tutorial went so much better.
Yeah, so you attack and hit, but you kind of hit the floor rather than the sword. Okay.
Take that, floor. Take that, you stupid house.
Okay, over to the flying swords. That did not appreciate that firebolt, so ignoring everyone, it will zoom over to Kane. So there will be an opportunity attack on from Salam there, if he wants.
Okay.
to.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not very good at this, but...
8, that's gonna miss. And
I thought that the 16 hit first.
yeah, unlucky. So there's a slash on Kane for a 7, which will miss, I'm sure. Yep.
Oh
And
yeah.
then we go to the top of the turn order to Salat.
Oh, okay. Sacred Flame
Yeah.
on the one that got fire bolted.
Yep. So dexterity save there. Oh, that's a fail.
Yeah, suck it.
A fat fail.
Oh, wimpy damage.
Nice. 2 damage. Yeah, you
Better
kind of.
than a 1.
Yeah, it is better than a 1 for sure. So yeah, you kind of like shoot forward your sacred flames and you kind of add to the scorch marks that are already there, and we go over to Rolo.
Sorry, I'm gonna move.
Yeah,
there, too.
sorry. Yeah, move away.
Cool. Rolo debates running, but will instead just jam his crossbow into the. Shit, which one's been hit more? I don't know. This guy's been fucking with him.
There's 2 pings there.
I would have said that.
I mean, you've probably
That
observed 2 solid hits on this one. This is the one
Yeah.
you personally hit, I believe.
Yeah, this one's been chasing me. I'm gonna keep going after the one that's chasing me.
Yeah. Ooh, that is a hit for sure. So that is 8 damage. Nice. Yeah, so that is a solid hit on there. It is not looking good. And then a 20
Cool.
hits again for... Yeah. Another 7 damage there, and the sword kind of gets battered by your crossbow bolts, and it clatters loudly to the floor with very visible dinges and dents upon it.
I will move down right here and pray to some god that I don't get hit, and I'm done.
Okay. You pray to some god that you don't get a hit, and we move
I pray to
over
my cigar.
Okay, the god of cigars. Very good.
Yeah.
Over to Kane.
All right, Caden sees himself in a bad spot. He's gonna desperately pull out his spear and he's gonna try to attack it.
Alright, spears. "12 misses, unfortunately. Oh no, you've got flanking there, so 17. 17 will hit. So yeah, 2 piercing, yeah. So you kind of hit it with your spear, and you kind of chip out some of that metal along the blade.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, over to Azza.
Alright. I'll try to be the character I envision, not the character I'm rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Channel your inner Randall. Okay, 10. That does not make it, I'm afraid.
Damn, you're getting
Isn't he
fucking
playing
Oh no, wait,
Copy
copied.
too,
no, yeah, there's flanking too. I'm very sorry. Yeah, that is definitely a hit, and you vanquish the sword. How do you do that?
Bring the sword down from above my head. Just a good strike that just cuts the steel in half.
Mm. Yes, you attack where it has been burnt and damaged by the firebolt and the sacred flame, where it is weakened, and the blade cleanly snaps upon impact and clatters to the floor lifeless. Very good. End of combat.
Well, that was fun. Much better than dealing with slimes.
Mm.
Cleaner, I mean.
Rolo will pull out a strip of cloth and just kind of wrap it around his arm where he was slashed.
Is that like a medicine thing, or is it just like a
No.
roleplay thing?
Thematic.
Okay, yeah. All right.
And
So yeah.
he'll check out the book again, and hopefully the broken swords don't reanimate.
No, they do not. You kind of pick up the book, look it over, and you find another letter upon its spine. This time, a letter Y. So we have R and Y so far.
I agree with you, as I think there might be something to the books. Let's look out for any other fancy ones.
Right. Let's check every room. Hopefully there wasn't any books in the pantry, since we skipped over it.
Yeah, we'll
Who's that?
go back and give it a look if we have
That's
to.
Kane. Maybe I guess I didn't update your character sheet sufficiently. Are you?
I stepped backwards as if I saw a ghost. Mittens.
Okay, I can update your character sheet very quickly. Just hold on.
Don't forget the master supposedly has 4 cats. I guess 3 now.
Mittens 2.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just grab Kane's character sheet. Where are we, Kane?
Never mind. It just showed up.
Okay,
That's
well,
so weird.
yeah, well, I just re-imported it, so it might have just appeared now. Anyway, so you step into this new room. So this is an open and airy bedroom. A canopied bed with a rich scarlet curtains occupies one corner. Curtains occupies one corner. A jug and a wash basin stand on top of a chest of drawers, and a fluffy black cat is napping on a scarlet easy chair. One wall is covered with a large painting of a gold dragon perched heroically on a mountaintop. As you enter, the cat stretches and jumps down and kind of approaches you, all mewing softly.
These?
Hello, cat.
Meow.
And then I move like quickly away from it.
It starts cleaning
I'd
itself.
pet you, kitty, but I don't want to get another one of you killed.
Yeah, it's just kind of sat there cleaning itself.
I look at the symbol that's on this bed, and I'm trying to figure out if it's important. Like, is it family crest? Is it a magic symbol? Is it is the bed about to attack us next?
My guess is random art, but
Yeah, it could be random art. Let's say it's something like a family crest or whatever. It is.
Rolo will
no
take his blood-soaked strip and
just whip
kind
it
of
on
rub
the
it
wall.
out. And now I'm gonna put it into the basin and wash it out,
Yeah.
and then I'll reapply it.
Yeah. So as you wash it in the basin, the blood kind of washes into the water, and as you take out the strip, it's nice and clean, and you see the blood kind of fade away.
Cool. I'll tie it tight, and I'll take a glance out the window.
Yeah.
Does someone want to check out that vanity?
Yeah.
Actually, are there any expensive cosmetics?
Looking out onto the window, you see the familiar miasma. Let's have a look.
Ooh,
So,
Holy
looking...
shit, that's awesome! You can see the garden, but like
you
far
can see
away,
it
it's
down.
cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah. Let's see. So let's see So you're looking at one of the dresses.
Which means those assholes who screamed at us can still probably reach us.
No.
So the dresses contain, elegant, well-made robes in the kind of drawers. The lower down drawers contain utilitarian tunics and whatnot. So it's just general clothes. But on top of the chest of drawers, you do notice a book. That is
There's a
of
book
similar
here.
design. Yes, there is another book of the same design.
If
What's
I
it got
touch
on the
this,
spine?
we should be ready for a fight.
This one is closed, so you can just kind of crouch down and just look at the spine if you wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'd still be ready.
you kind of squat down, but ever ready, and you kind of see a nice letter E kind of carved or written or engraved onto the spine.
This is E. What are the other 2 letters?
R and Y.
Yeah, R-Y-E.
R-Y-E. Rye. Rye bread.
Nothing happens. I'm sorry.
All right.
Rye, Ray, you're. Alright. Rilla will point his crossbow at the cat. Pick up the book, we might need it.
Okay.
Point at the cat.
So
Just in case it like transforms when you pick up the book or something, you know?
Okay, yeah. Alright. So it continues to clean itself. Kind of looks at you lazily as you point your crossbow at it, and you kind of just pick up the book, and nothing seems to happen.
I still like. If I pick
Rilla
up the
will
book.
lower his crossbow.
And the cat attacks here.
Yeah. Oh no!
Alright, yeah, nothing happens. You're all good.
Let's see if we can find a fourth book.
Okay.
Anything
Yeah.
to inspect on the balcony?
Fuck that garden. I do not want to go out there. It's too close to the other one.
Yeah, you can look on out to the balcony. Yeah, it's just kind of like a window door kind of thing. Leads to a wrought iron balcony lined with slate flagstones, greenery, and whatever. Yeah, there's not much going on out there.
I'll give the bed a quick pat down, look under it and stuff, and make sure we don't miss anything.
Yeah,
Good
this is a nice bed. There's nothing hidden there, but you know, it's probably a really nice bed, stuffed with like,
Sure.
I don't know, whatever
Another.
animal has the softest feathers in the Forgotten Realms.
Must belong to the master. Do you think we should leave a note to let the master know that Homunculus got the cat killed?
You can do that.
I'm gonna cast Vigilant Blessing on Azza.
Ooh,
So
okay.
you do that, and then Azza, I guess, just wanders off.
I mean, I don't know what it does.
It gives you advantage on your next initiative roll.
Ooh,
No,
okay.
that'll be helpful.
Let's go check out this last door. Maybe double back for the pantry.
What's the duration? Do we have to rush?
No, it's
No.
like forever.
Yeah, forever.
Okay. So
Right.
you kind of head back into this area, open up the door, and look on into what looks to be a laboratory. So most of this room is taken up by long wooden tables that are covered with glass vessels and books. Cabinets with glass doors line the walls, and they contain all manner of specimens. Just below the ceiling, in the middle of the room, colourful globes circle each other in an intricate dance. The far wall is almost completely covered by a map of the night sky with a golden sunburst in the centre of a closed door. Oh, I think that kind of leads into this room here. Oh, does it? No, it doesn't. Ignore me. Yeah. You see that, nothing else. So yeah, cabinets. Looking at the cabinets, there's all sorts of skulls, bones, and stuff. Dried plants, jars containing mysterious liquid, measuring devices, all sorts of stereotypical laboratory equipment, and then books
Be careful what
regarding
we-
sciences, astronomy, astrology, and natural philosophy.
Be careful with what you poke around with here. There could be things caustic.
I'm sorry, Azza. It sounded like you just told me what to do.
Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on myself.
What's that do?
It adds 1d8 to my next initiative roll.
Okay.
You think you can tell me what to do because you're taller than me, Azza? Is that it?
I think I can tell you what to do because you're wounded and I'm not.
Rolo will stare at Azza as he reaches up and just like pokes a beaker with his finger.
Yeah. I mean, you poke it unless you poke it really fucking hard.
No, I'm not an idiot. I'm just stupid.
It kind of like slides like a centimeter along as you kind of poke it, and you kind of see like the dust kind of circle from where there is no dust underneath the beaker.
I get why cats like you.
Kane
Yes.
will heal Roladino by 1 point with healing hands.
Ooh.
Is that a touch spell? It is. You just kind of like ghost up behind him and just kind of like stroke his cheek or something.
What the hell did you just do to me? And Rolo will flex his arm a bit and notice it feels a bit better.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You should ask me before you touch me next time.
You should thank me for touching you.
You're welcome for being the acceptance of my touches. And
Alright, now.
we'll look around at books to see if there's any that look similar to the important looking ones we found.
Yeah, lots of interesting books, but none of them of a similar design to the ones you found so far with the letters on the spine.
Cool. What about that star chart? Does anyone want to take a look at that?
Yeah, there is definitely a star chart map of sorts. Kind of looking at it, you kind of glance it over and you see that most of the stars are kind of represented by kind of dots or circles, but there seems to be 5 prominent stars on the map that are kind of rendered as blazing silver suns.
Can I determine the reason? Are the is it just as something as simple as these stars are important and bright, and these stars are not, or
You're not.
perhaps there's a code?
You're not sure. Just looking at it, it seems to be a star map. But yes, those 5 stars seem to be of import, or they just are just bigger, or yeah, they are definitely of import in some way.
Can I recognize the stars?
I can
No.
give guidance to whoever wants to look at it.
You said no, I don't recognize the stars.
You don't recognize it's no constellation that you've seen. I mean, we could do like a whatever check, but no, they are not something you've seen before.
Okay.
Are you still gonna cast a spell or something?
Well, whoever wants to look at it, I'll cast guidance on them.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Well-
there wasn't any check, but yeah, so you can hold the guidance.
You did that. Like, we skipped the rolls, but we do that, and it's like, no, sorry.
Is guidance
Still
a
no.
cantrip or?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
All right, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So either way, yeah, you don't recognize them. I mean, do a roll anyway, so I can just see that. It might help with something.
Okay. Should it be history, nature,
Roll
arcana?
mind. I don't know. Nature. Stars are nature, right? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Add.
And then.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The fuck.
Hey, double 28.
Yeah, double 20s.
Oh, no,
So
it's
yeah,
not.
you
It's
don't recognize them, but you commit them to memory.
All right. So, and there's the guidance.
All right, 26.
Cool. Yeah, I guess before we move on, I'll just inspect the tabletops to see if anything stands out outside of the obvious beakers and all that shit.
So looking at the tabletop, there's nothing obvious, but you feel like if you kind of like swept it clean, it would make a nice surface for a tabletop game or something. Maybe
Yes.
Warhammer or whatever.
Ozzy, you want to get the door?
Real quick though, just something real quick.
Yeah,
I'll
of
take
course.
it. This isn't the kind of book we're looking for. I know, it's just like,
Nah.
is there
Sorry.
anything like scholastic written in here that's worth, I don't know, looting?
I don't. There's lots of books kind of about like astronomy, astrology, and all that. I mean, you could take them. I don't. There's no set worth, but we could work something out.
It's fine. If it was like a big book of alchemy, it would catch my interest. But
Let's see. It doesn't look like
If-
there's anything
if I
about
wanted
alchemy.
if I wanted to steal every expensive book,
Mm-hmm.
I would be encumbered.
Yeah, this isn't Skyrim, so yeah.
So, I'm ready. If people want to let me know when I can open this door, I will.
Open the door.
Heave ho.
I don't like how far back you are. Oh my god, my eyes!
So you kind of look on
It's so
in.
beautiful, it's blinding!
The door opens into a dark yet lit area, open space offering a view of a starry firmament of the night sky. 5 telescopes mounted on bronze plates pointed towards the constellations above. In the middle of the space, a 1-foot diameter sphere of clear crystal sits in a circular brass stand. As you look up, you kind of recognize that this is the constellation of the chart you got a natural 20 on.
Alright. Okay, so this corresponds to that. This isn't like what is going on?
Also, as you
telescope
yeah, so there's 5 telescopes looking up to a night sky, kind of looking into the room. It looks like a room, but as you kind of step in, it kind of just expands into kind of like a grassy knoll and a moonless night with all these stars kind of twinkling in the sky, and it's just visible in all directions.
I think I'm about as like stunned as my character is, and I'm in this. I know I'm in this room, but is it like an illusion where the room seems bigger than it is? And am I walking in a starscape?
I mean, looking through the doorway, it looks like a 3x3 room. Upon stepping in, it kind of just expanded into the grassy knoll with the star sky, the globe in the center, and the 5 kind of telescopes there.
Just they have telescopes pointed at the ceiling, but
they're kind of just
ceiling.
like poised, ready to look up at the star sky.
So long can see, I'm just like stunned. My rolls will not help me in this case, as I just back up into a corner.
I mean, there isn't.
Up until I feel a corner.
there isn't a
like,
corner. I mean, you kind of back up and you keep backing up, and it's just like the grassy knoll. You're kind of trying to find a corner, but there doesn't seem to be one. There's kind of like the door. There's like the doorway, and you can like see the other room looking through it, but it just seems to go on.
It's too much magic. I'm freaking out. What the fuck? It's gorgeous, but it's terrifying. It's like looking upon something eldritch.
Do I notice like a pattern to anything in here?
Not really. I mean, roll perception. I mean, was it Azza that got the natural? Yeah, Azza, you definitely recognize the star constellations as the one you saw on the chart. Perception 22, yeah. You kind of notice, looking up at the sky, you notice that there are maybe 5 stars of import that are bigger than the others, and there are also 5 telescopes. What's up with that?
What time of day is it? It's daytime?
It's nighttime, so the stars are visible. Yeah, it's a moonless night, I believe. But there are bright stars with 5 stars shining brighter than the rest.
Do we maybe need to find the stars with these telescopes? I don't know.
Sure, I can do that. I've got a pretty good eye for the constellations at the moment. And with my recognition of the star charts, I just go to each of the telescopes and I do what Shalom suggested. I find each of the stars and I'll point one telescope to one of those stars.
Yeah, so the telescopes are well made, so they're very easily manipulated, and you do in fact remember the chart. It was a natural 20 or 26, so even if you actively try to forget this constellation, that's not going to happen. It's engraved into your memory forever and ever.
It'll haunt me. Nothing will ever seem beautiful again.
Yeah, so you kind of...
Nothing will be able to compare.
Do you go about kind of aligning all 5 telescopes, or just the one for now?
Yeah, 5.
Alright, so... You kind of go about aligning all the kind of 5 telescopes, as you do this, the light of the crystal ball kind of grows stronger and stronger, and once the final one happens, the light kind of pours through the telescopes. You actually notice the light kind of pouring through it and out through the viewing point of the telescope, and they kind of direct themselves towards the crystal ball in the center, and then the light kind of amasses in the crystal and then projects itself onto the wall and outlines what looks to be a door shape on the far wall over here.
Ooh, secret door.
I mean, there's no wall to project on actually, so it just kind of creates a mass of light that is a door shape, because you know you're on the grassy knoll. Except for Rolo and Kane that are still in the room, you kind of look in and you kind of see a 3x3 room. Only Azza and Salam kind of like see the grassy knoll expanse. Well, Kane does now that he's stepped in. And also, I presume, are you all he's?
What?
Are you all him for your characters?
Oh,
I don't know.
am, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's something I always did in one campaign, just like misgender one of our characters. Anyway, yes, so there is what looks to be the shape of a door appear through the refracted light coming from the crystal and the telescopes.
I'm less eager to open this door, but I swallow my apprehension and well, with a slow and quavering hand and a drawn silver sword, I reach for where I expect a doorknob to be.
Okay, good.
I try to open.
Okay, so you kind of approach this light etching of a door, and you kind of feel that it is in fact solid, and you kind of push against it and it opens up into another room. Looking on inside, this room is bare except for a bookshelf covered in chains against one wall, a plain wooden bench and a reading desk built into the shelves. A book with the bust of a mage on its cover sits on the desk.
Is the mage Morning Caden? You know, because it might be relevant to the last book. The book that put us in here.
You can't tell from here.
I can't tell as I put my face right onto it.
Oh, what?
Is this
You go
Morning
on up
Caden?
and kind of put your face on it?
Yeah, my character's right here because I want people to actually see.
Okay, so as you kind of approach this desk and kind of put your face up
don't
on
wanna
the
do
book,
that.
you kind of hear a ruckus erupt from the bookshelf, and you just get whipped by a book. 21 hits for 7 bludgeoning
Gee.
damage, and we will
fuck.
roll initiative as you
Damn it,
see this kind of bookshelf erupt into life. This should be
As
a
I-
handout. Let me just grab that for what this looks like.
Is that magical bludgeoning damage? It's relevant to my feet.
It looks to be just bludgeoning.
Okay, so
It's halved, right?
with my heavy weapon master, I do manage to soak 3 points of that damage. But yeah, I lash back into the corner in surprise, being like, "Shit! I
Okay.
thought that chain would keep it together and not be a whip." Yep. So
Hey, what time do we go till?
So we're gonna do this encounter, then wrap up. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We'll be done with this,
I
I'm sure,
found
real quick.
the handout of the bookshelf. Also, there was a handout for the actual book that brought you in here. So that's this one. So this is the book that you found with the picture of Mordecai on. So you got that right.
So my initiative is at 12.
Okay.
9 plus the 3.
Yeah. So you see this kind of chained bookshelf kind of spring to life and attack you here.
did you say that the spell you gave me was in?
It was advantage on initiative.
Yeah.
I don't know how to roll
So I
advantage,
don't.
So I'll just do another d20.
Yeah, and then just I'll input the highest one for you guys.
Ah!
So what have we got? Can you tell
19
me?
was my best.
18 was your best.
19.
19.
I had a
so-
19.
So 19 for Rolo. I've got that. Kane, you've got a 19. So Azza was your best was 19 as well.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay, and Salam, are you with your 9?
He had a.
I got
yeah.
a 12.
12.
He had
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
Okay.
9 plus 3 for 12.
Okay, so it's kind of mashed you into an order there, but since either way you're before the enemy, you can decide which way you go.
I have a 10 in Dex, so I'm thinking I'm probably the third.
So
I
it's
got
kind
a
of like
17.
this, but it's kind of like smashed up against the wall, so it's a large token, but the bookshelf is kind of like at the wall, kind of in place. It's kind of just whipping you with chained books.
Asa, go ahead. We'll just go down how the order has it listed. We'll just get going.
Okay. All right then. I get up close, furious at having basically like this chain mark across my face from being the whip. And I was like, "Well, fuck you too."
All right. 22 definitely hits for 10 slashing damage. So you kind of just
Alright.
slash away at this bookcase, and you just take a chunk of the wood out of it, and you see a definite kind of dent in it.
And I'll, as a bonus action, I'll get some health points back.
Ooh, is that second wind or something?
Yeah, second wind.
All right.
You can move on. I need to find out where that is again. There it is.
Okay, over to Kane then. Ooh, nice.
All right, more than needed, but glad to have it.
Kane's gonna move down here and he's gonna cast Witch Bolt at first level.
Ooh,
Well, Oni level.
Witch Bolt. Is that a specific damage type determined by something?
No, that's Chaos Bolt.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this one's lightning damage.
Lightning, okay. Alright, yeah, roll to hit. 19, that hits for the 9 lightning damage. Nice. So you kind of see this energy kind of smack into the wood, and it kind of crackles along the chains, and you kind of see like the kind of smoke kind of like rise up from like the scorching of the wood and the books within the shelf. Nice. Is that also the one that uses the bonus action each turn, I think?
My action each
More
turn.
action.
Oh, okay. Alright.
But it is staying on it and I'm concentrating on it, so that's my turn.
Okay, over to Rolo then.
Cool. Rollo will point his crossbow through the doorway and let fire twice before the first even hits.
So yeah, 2 attacks. So we got a 23, that hits, and for 6 damage, yeah. And the 11 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Cool. And yeah, Rollo will tumble backwards just a bit.
Okay. Alright,
And he is good.
over to Salam.
Okay. Am I within like melee of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Inflict wounds.
Okay. What am I doing there? Is that a roll for
I'm
me?
rolling.
Okay.
No, it's a roll for me.
Ooh, that looks spicy. 18 hits.
18
Whew!
for 17 necrotic damage.
17 necrotic damage. So as you kind of like just grab hold of the bookshelf and just fill it with this necrotic energy, you kind of see the wood start to peel, the varnish peels off, the wood starts to crack and dry up. You see the books kind of wither and start to crack, and see some of the pages kind of start molding away and turning to dust as it kind of just ages and decays before your eyes. And it is looking incredibly bad. Anything else?
Alright, cool. No, that's all I got.
Okay, so with a feverish book tired and weak rattle, the bookshelf lashes out towards
Bring it. Bring it.
Salam and Azza. So the first one will be on Salam, the second one will be on Azza.
It's quick. It's quick.
Okay, a 10 and a 14, so I believe both of those miss. Double miss. Alright, then we go back to...
Dive.
Yeah, you duck, dodge, and dive. And we go back to the top of the turn order.
Alright, here it comes. Waiting for... My weapons have disappeared?
Oh, that sounds problematic.
That is problematic.
Go to the inventory tab.
Yep, I'm here. Nope. Inventory, equipment, consumables, they're gone.
Way to go.
Thing.
Alright,
well,
I mean, I can see them, so...
An 18 probably hits?
Yeah, you probably have a plus, but yeah, 18's gonna hit.
At least I know how this works formally.
Nice.
I mean,
so 11
yeah.
plus 14 damage.
So yeah, you kind of see the bookcase decaying before you, and you kind of lay into it. So how do you finish it off?
Great question. I'll jump onto the desk and I'll do a diagonal cut down, which becomes a diagonal cut up. I take a step forward, that becomes a diagonal cut down, and I'm just cutting through each shelf in a zigzag.
Alright, so yeah, you kind of just do those cuts, and then maybe you hop down or stay where you are. Either way, all the shelving just collapses, and then all the books kind of just clatter down to the floor, maybe buffeting off you, and just everything just falls to the ground, and the bookcase loses its kind of motion, sentience, and threat to you. And yeah, it's gone.
It all stays together until my sword goes back into my sheath, and so there's that click, and then boom.
Yeah, so I spoke too soon then, so as you kind of sheathe your sword and then there's the click, all of that happens and it just collapses and the combat ends.
Nice.
So yeah, let's quickly have a look through this room then.
Alright, look, seen the port.
Okay, so yeah, so we're here. So as you kind of defeat this bookcase, one particular book kind of clatters, and as it kind of buffets against you, you kind of feel, oof, that one had some unnatural heft about it. And also amongst a pile of books, you recognize a further book that is of the same design as the ones you have been collecting. So there are two books of note.
I'll pick up the one with the letter on it.
So picking up this one, you see the same design, the same pattern and coloring and all that, and this one has a letter L upon it.
Real?
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
Did anyone take the book with the face on it?
No.
No.
I think it was burned.
No. Yeah, it's still here.
From the swarm
I'll
of
pick
books,
that
you
one
mean?
up.
So I mean, you didn't feel the heft of it, but this one has like something about it. So you kind of pick it up, and you kind of feel a tingling as you do so.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I know anything about if like someone put like a spell trap on it?
I mean, roll Arcana on it, see what you get.
I thought this was the trap.
You don't know what, but there is definitely something magical about this book, and you kind of see that one of the chains is still attached to this book. So you kind of saw the bookcase kind of whipping at the two of you, Azza and Salam, and this is one of the books, maybe the main book, and there is a chain securely attached to it, and there is definitely a tingling of magic about this book and chain. And so kind of looking over it, it's kind of got a title on it, and it is titled Martial Attack Techniques.
Whoa.
And that
I
has
didn't think
Mordecai's
about that.
face on it, like the other book.
No, the other book that had Mordecai was the one that had the
It
scribblings
should
of
have mentioned the space.
yeah, that one. This is a different book,
Gotcha.
sorry. But this
Okay,
is,
in
so
the
this,
picture it looked
yeah.
like the same.
Yeah. So this is a book entitled Martial Attack Techniques, and you, as you pick up, you have a tingling of magical properties within it, with the 18 Arcana. Okay.
Well, you could learn a thing or two from this.
So yeah, make a note of that book and look into it when you can. And I think that is where we will probably wrap up this session.
Oh.
It is getting
Dope.
pretty late, and you've explored a fair amount so far. So yeah, we'll pick this up again next Thursday, same time, 8 p.m. GMT British time. Yeah. So yeah, if you're interested in what's happened and want to find out more, drop a follow at this channel. And yeah, we will see you again next week. Anyone else have anything to shout out?
I'm gonna strangle that old man.
Oh boy.
You
Thank
shook
you
me
for
here.
DMing.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no
it.
problem.
And for the more cultured people, that's 2 p.m. Central.
2 p.m. Central. Alright, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you again for DMing this.
Yeah, no problem. I'm having a great time. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Noon-
fun, man. Thanks.
excellent. More fun to be had.
Noon o'clock
Oh, yeah.
at Hipster, California.
Oh, good. I just got a follow from Garrison, so thank you very much for that.
Follow.
All right, well, I guess we'll check you out next week.
Oh,
Next week.
do you want to get a shout out for misguided_misfits?
Oh yeah, misguided_misfits at twitch.tv. Come stop on by.
Yeah,
Join some New World.
Enjoy some New World.
Join's one word for it.
Yeah, excellent. So do follow and stop on by to misguided_misfits, and yeah, we'll see you again next week. So yeah, tune on in. Have a good week. Have a good weekend, and stay happy and stay safe.
See ya.
Yeah, take care.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye.